Sev Omnis, and this is the deepest Roblox iceberg. In this video, I will deal with the first level, Guest 666. Guest 666 is a famous Roblox character. He became famous for his paranormal abilities as well as bad things, all because he was the antagonist in Oblivion's roleplay world. Bloxwatch. Bloxwatch is the main antagonist of the film of the same name. Legend has it that he is able to use his abilities to the fullest in order to move various physical objects. It is with the help of his own thoughts. They all have access to various powers, including electricity. The only way to destroy them is to shine brightly in their eyes. There is a dark and powerful astral that seeks to possess all possible power. His name is Bloxwatch. He is the only player with extraordinary power that exists in the plot. Legend also says that he is the first guest in history. Also, he is a player with yellow eyes. There are also other types of astrals. These are creatures and other players who find themselves in a dark world called Limb. They all have different eye colors, which depends on their abilities. They turn into devils and can be controlled by their minds and try to escape from the dark world. The color of their eyes is actually white, but it changes when they use their powers. They are constantly stuck in the dark world and try to get out of limbo. Other players who transform into astrals or devils are also called Bloxwatch. Guest 666 still remains in the dark world. The Last Guest. The Last Guest is a military action drama film created by Oblivion. Released in 2017, it has garnered over 220 million views on YouTube and Amazon Prime, including all episodes, trailers, and music videos up until 2023. The main character of the film is Guest 1337, and the antagonists are the General and the Colonel. This is a dramatic and tragic depiction of the removal of guests in Roblox. The story details the tragic life of one guest, the last guest, whose status becomes the reason for his life being threatened by the terrorist organization Bacon Soldier. Plot. In the world of guests and bacons, Guest's mother gives birth to a child named Guest 1337. Meanwhile, when Guest is still a child, he goes to school with his parents, but is afraid of it because the students there hate guests. Soon, another boy named Matt drives the bullies away, and the three become friends. At the orphanage, while Guest is playing with Daisy, Matt warns them that the Bacons, who are terrorists, are approaching. They hide in a closet, where it turns out that one of the terrorists is Bacon, who shot Guest's parents. Hearing some noises, he approaches the right closet, but it turns out that no one is there, which also indicates that Guest, Daisy, and Matt are hiding in another closet. After learning that the police have already arrived, General Bacon evacuates with Guest, Daisy, and Matt safe. Several years later, Guest and Daisy officially marry and have a child. Meanwhile, after watching the news and learning that he is the last guest left, Guest decides to join the My Roblox army. General suggests retreating, but Guest refuses to do so. In a flashback, Guest recalls a time when his parents were alive, encouraging him to be strong and never give up. With their moving words, this encourages him to go out into the open and destroy all the Bacon soldiers. The Bacon general who killed Guest's parents shoots him and orders him to say his last words. Guest replies that he will go to hell, then throws a grenade into a gas tank, causing a massive explosion that likely kills Guest and General Bacon. Meanwhile, while Daisy and her daughter are at home, Daisy receives the sad, heartbreaking news that Guest has died in the explosion. At the funeral held by Bilderman, everyone is told about Guest, saying that he was the last guest in Robloxia. It is revealed that Matt is alive. After the speech, Daisy, Matt, and their daughter Charlotte stand by a golden statue of Guest in memory of Guest. Matt gives Charlotte a note that Guest put in his pocket while he was unconscious. Charlotte reads the letter, the last words of which are "Be strong, always be strong." After the explosion, Izzy helped Guest into the Jeep, and his father, the general, pleads for help, only to be reminded of what he did. Although everyone thought he was dead, he was saved thanks to Izzy, who brought him in the Jeep and the doctor who treated him in the hospital after the explosion. They then collected bacon and guests who had fought in the Great War. The last guest came to Matt and said, "Need a little help." Matt was glad to see Guest was still alive. The colonel was shot by a Z, saying, "This is for Zara." Guest helped him fight the colonel. He returned to his family alive, and his family was extremely happy to see him alive. Ticks. Tickets, also known as ticks, were the former currency of Roblox. Introduced on August 2, 2007, ticks existed alongside Robux. Players could earn tickets in a variety of ways, such as by visiting the site daily and inviting other users to visit their place. Ticks could be spent on marketplace items and advertisements. Tickets were primarily used to purchase items on the marketplace. Ticks did not require payment, and any registered account could earn them. Tickets could also be converted to Robux through the Roblox system, and vice versa. The cost of tickets varied, but tickets were significantly cheaper than Robux. On April 14, 2016, Roblox discontinued ticks, and all unused balances were canceled to make Robux the sole currency. Although methods were available to view users' ticks balances via the web API after the removal, these methods no longer work. On March 15, 2016, Roblox announced on its blog that ticks would be discontinued next month, claiming that the currency was causing confusion and delays for many new users. Although it was suspected that this was due to Roblox's financial difficulties, no evidence of this was presented. However, around 2017, players began to speculate that the real reason for the removal of Roblox ticks was the use of bot accounts to obtain free ticks through various means, such as visiting places or through transactions. Due to players' use of bots, by creating multiple accounts, players were able to convert all of these earned ticks into large amounts of Robux. This was partially confirmed in a post on Roblox's own blog. The reason for discontinuing ticks is not to make more money. The main reasons have always been the simplicity of the product, the use of bots, and the encouragement of certain behaviors. David Bazuki. A large number of users were unhappy and angry about this post and expressed their dissatisfaction on various thematic forums. Tixapalooza is the event that marked the removal of tickets and the complete removal. At the same time, exclusive commemorative items were on sale in the catalog from March 15, 2016 to April 14, 2016. I was not at this event. First, Roblox was not in the field of curiosities at all at that time. Second, I registered my account in 2018. At the beginning of the discontinuation of tickets, daily bonuses in ticks were canceled to prevent the accumulation of tickets for the purpose of exchanging currencies. While this helped the economy in some way, it made it more difficult for users without Builders Club to purchase Tixapalooza event items. The minimum price for cataloged items was reduced to 5 Robux to compensate for the removal of ticks. Prices for items sold for ticks were converted to Robux at a rate of 17:1. Not all catalog items automatically converted their value according to the exchange rate. As of May 5, 2016, a hat called Gentleman's Spring Hat was temporarily listed for 100 ticks in the catalog by mistake. This was changed 2 days after release to 100 Robux, but some players received the item before the price was fixed. Tickets were not automatically converted to Robux unless they were spent by April 14, 2016. This meant that if an inactive player did not convert all of their ticks to Robux by April 14, 2016, they lost access to their entire ticks balance. Due to the removal of tickets, most items that cost tickets were permanently removed from sale, with the exception of a few that were relisted for sale or became limited. Since the removal of tickets, Robux scams have increased, as Robux can now only be obtained through real-world currency purchases, clothing purchases, trading, group funds, etc. On May 20, 2024, Roblox announced that ticks would be temporarily returning to the platform in honor of the classic. However, instead of being used as currency, ticks would be used as points to exchange for classic-themed items during the event. Roblox also stated that you can still keep ticks that you haven't spent even after the event ends and to stay tuned for more opportunities to upgrade ticks and tokens. Hinting at more potential uses for ticks, the reintroduction isn't as temporary as it might seem, as the event space is still open, and you can still earn ticks by completing tasks that you didn't complete during the event. E-free. E-free means that you are emoting free, which doesn't make sense in Roblox. Builders Club. The Builders Club BC was a 3-tiered membership in Roblox that granted users additional benefits that were not available to non-Builders Club and CB members, such as a daily Robux bonus, the ability to create shirts and pants, and more. To view the benefits of each tier, see the full list of benefits section. These benefits expanded the customization of a user's avatar and their creativity on the platform. The Builders Club entered beta testing on April 12, 2007 and was released to the public on August 16th of this same year. The other tiers of the Builders Club, Turbo Builders Club and Outrageous Builders Club, were added on June 18, 2009 and October 28, 2009, respectively. Initially, the OBC had its own purchase page. This purchase page was later merged with the purchase page for the other tiers. There were 3 types of Builders Club memberships that a user could purchase: Builders Club, Turbo Builders Club, and Outrageous Builders Club. Builders Club could also be, and was most commonly, purchased with Roblox credits, which can be obtained from Roblox gift cards. Builders Club members received a welcome bonus upon purchase. This welcome bonus was only available to first-time Builders Club members. Along with this, users received a bonus when purchasing Robux. In early May 2019, Roblox began removing certain features that were exclusive to Builders Club members. On August 14, 2019, Roblox Premium began. On September 23, 2019, Builders Club was fully replaced by Roblox Premium, which was rolled out to all users by October 16, 2019. During this period, users who did not yet have access to Premium could still use the KB with its remaining benefits. Former Builders Club. The Former Builders Club was an unofficial membership reserved for users who had previously purchased any type of Builders Club membership. Members who had previously purchased the Builders Club, Turbo Builders Club, or Outrageous Builders Club had the same features as a free user, but could still keep the Welcome to the Club badge, the hard hat corresponding to the Builders Club membership they had, as well as the additional hats they were given even if they purchased the EKB, and the ability to remain in any groups they were in beyond the maximum limit of 5, but would still not be able to join new groups unless they went back to 5 or purchased a new Builders Club membership. The Builders Club was removed from the Roblox platform on September 23, 2019. It was replaced by Roblox Premium, which has similar levels and pricing, but different benefits. Badge. The Welcome to the Club badge is a badge that can be earned by purchasing any type of Builders Club membership at the time it was available. It was released on October 14, 2014, along with the official Model Maker badge. This badge was also earned if the user had the Builders Club before the badge was released. Users who previously had this badge can still keep it, as it is a permanent Roblox badge. As of October 16, 2019, this badge is no longer earned, as the Builders Club no longer exists. Users who purchased a Builders Club membership received one of the corresponding badges. Badges could be kept until the owner's membership expired. To view the badges, go to the full list of benefits section. Builds before 2006. Basically, the same thing about the beta version of Roblox, which existed from 2004 until September 1, 2006. Lisa Gaming. Bella Sagamingrable, or simply Lisa, is a Danish YouTuber known for her videos about Roblox. She is infamous for her provocative videos and personal attacks that have caused a stir within the Roblox community. She primarily posts Roblox content, music videos, vlogs, and comments about her channel and other YouTubers, while using high-pitched and sped-up versions of copyrighted music in the background. Lisa has been criticized by the community for her satirical content, including multiple violations of the Discord terms of service. She has a Discord server and a Roblox group. After her feud with Konakakuten in May 2020, she gained a cult following, mostly from Roblox users who often mocked and criticized her in the comments of her videos. GameFam. GameFam is a metaverse game developer and publisher that creates interconnected experiences for the largest gaming communities and well-known brands, for example, with Roblox. Acclaim. I'm sure all of you who read comments on clothing catalogs and probably not only them have come across these free things in the comments. Okay, so why don't they stop doing it? It doesn't seem to work at all. Lubu. Luobu, also known as Roblox China, was the mainland Chinese variant of Roblox. Luobu was released as a mobile app for iOS and Android on July 13, 2021, alongside the official release of the NESA Obby event. The Chinese version of Roblox Studio was previously available for download. The Chinese Roblox website explained that the platform's release would focus on collaboration with schools and teachers, and was positioned as a potential educational tool for students in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Roblox has an account on Bilibili, a Chinese video sharing website similar to YouTube. The account hosts live streams of developments and contests. Luobu was shut down indefinitely on December 8, 2021, as the platform's initial launch was a test session. It is unclear when Luobu will return, but it is expected to be in 2025. On July 17, 2022, Roblox reportedly deleted all of the over 5 million Luobu accounts. This suggests that Roblox either abandoned the long-delayed project or had other plans for Luobu. However, as of April 20, 2023, they began uploading to Bilibili almost 9 months after the mass deletion of Luobu accounts, with their last upload being on December 13, 2024. History, background, and founding. The partnership with Tencent, which began in 2019, is centered on a joint venture in which Roblox holds a controlling stake of 51% and Songhua, a subsidiary of Tencent, holds 49%. According to the prospectus, Tencent is currently planning to publish and operate a localized version of its Roblox platform, Luobu. Internationally, the platform allows users to create their own games as well as play those created by others. With Tencent's large pipeline of games in the pipeline, Roblox remained bullish on the gaming platform's potential in China, to analysts said. In a scenario where Roblox China reaches 10 million daily active users in its first year with average orders per user in line with its global average, net orders from China could exceed $500 million, they wrote. Roblox's popularity among young gamers is partly due to its user-generated content, but that social aspect is almost certainly making it difficult to break into China. The Chinese government is widely expected to exercise greater control over what is posted online, and its control over gaming content has recently been tightened. Wenfeng Yang, an industry veteran, suggested that user-generated content games will never make it to China, citing Animal Crossing as an example. The Roblox education version was one of 42 approvals made by Chinese regulators, who are still working through a backlog of approvals after a 2018 freeze on approvals before restructuring their processes. Roblox and Tencent, along with the China Association for Educational Technology, are seeking applications from creators ages 10 to 15. Teachers will be encouraged to nominate their students, who can apply online at roblox.com. The deadline for applications is June 14th, and scholarship recipients will be notified on June 28th. The first camp will take place the week of July 23rd, and the second the week of August 18th. Students will work, eat, and live in Stanford during the camp. I am thrilled to partner with Roblox, said Stephen Ma, Senior Vice President of Tencent, in a statement. We believe that technological advancements will help Chinese students learn by fueling their creativity and imagination. Our partnership with Roblox provides an exciting way to reach children of all ages across China to develop skills like coding, design, and entrepreneurship. Tencent is the perfect partner for Roblox in China, added Roblox founder and CEO David Baszucki. They have a deep understanding of the Chinese market and share our belief in the power of digital creation and our vision of connecting the world through play. Roblox believes it is uniquely positioned to expand its presence in China, but its effectiveness will depend on Tencent's ability to overcome regulatory hurdles. It's unclear what steps Roblox will take to ensure that user-generated content doesn't run afoul of Chinese authorities, whose appetite for what's allowed can be fickle. Compliance. At a basic level, Roblox claims that works to ensure user safety through measures designed to enforce real laws, including text filtering, content moderation, automated systems to detect behavior that violates the platform's policies, and a review team. The company expresses optimism in its filing about China's regulatory approval. While Tencent is still working to obtain the necessary regulatory license to publish and operate Luobalesi in China, we believe that the China-specific regulatory requirements will be met. In the meantime, Luobalesi is working to build a robust developer community in China. Roblox is aimed at a younger audience, and most of its content won't be a problem in China, Daniel Ahmad, a gaming analyst at Nico Partners, told TechCrunch. However, we do see some risk from its user-generated content features that could be used in ways that Chinese regulators may not approve of. There may be an easier path to China. Yang, who is the U.S. General Manager for Chinese game maker Yuzu, told TechCrunch that Roblox China can only introduce the platform to Chinese developers, asking them to join and create content for the global market, without necessarily bringing the platform to China under such strict regulations. Games that use these assets were later featured in the news and included in a dedicated sorting. The event Devil Child Nezha Descends into the World was also part of the opening event. Between July 13, 2021 and August 3, 2021 UTC+8. Weekly waves of celebration accessories were released to the marketplace to promote the release of Luobu, available to both Luobu and Roblox users. They had a specific theme each week. Week 1 had party accessories, Week 2 included Explorer, science accessories, and Week 3 had Chinese traditional accessories. Chinese-themed assets includes streamer fireworks with the symbol LS, which means joy, fun, or happiness. In the context of its placement and use, it should wish players joy and happiness. Chinese-themed assets includes streamer fireworks with the symbol LS, which means joy, fun, or happiness. In the context of its placement and use, it should wish players joy and happiness. Closing of operations. On December 8, 2021, Luobu was shut down indefinitely. A post was posted on Luobu's website announcing the closure, thanking players for their help in testing and stating that the product would continue to be optimized. Luobu's initial launch was described as a test session, and Roblox spokesperson James K noted that a number of important transitions are required while the new version of Luobu is built. WeChat and QQ accounts that participated in the testing are eligible to receive rewards once Luobu is officially released in permanent form. It is currently unknown when Luobu will return, although it is expected to return in the future. After the closure, in October 2023, Luobu laid off a small number of employees from Luobu's teams. A Roblox spokesperson confirmed that 15 jobs were lost from small teams in the United States and Shenzhen, China. Roblox did not provide further details on which roles were cut. Roblox China's current staffing levels range from 100 to 499, according to a listing on Boss Japan. At an unknown date after Luobu's closure, a webpage called robloxdev.cn/player-app/ was created. The link contained a Tencent form that translated to Roblox whitelist program Luobu. The link is still active and people can still sign up for it with a working non-virtual Chinese phone number, QQ, WeChat account, and QQ mail account. Now it's clear why you can find Chinese in Roblox settings. Bun Bun Girls. This is one of the famous creepypastas in the Roblox community. Ban Ban is a Roblox user who goes into Bloxburg to try to friend someone. He usually hunts for girls because most girls like him because he's a bunny, but most are scared. He silently approaches and waits for a girl in Bloxburg to respond to him. And then, if he feels like he likes her, he says, "Can I be your friend?" If you refuse, he'll say "NIMTEL," which is the opposite of "let me out," followed by "please let me out of the maze." The monsters inside will find you if you don't, if you agree. He'll be nice and only let you ask one question about him, which will end in a sad or sinister way. If you refuse, he'll just leave, but he'll send a monster to watch you. The monster is invisible, but you'll hear strange sounds or footsteps nearby. Actually, Bun Bun Girls is a group of Roblox hackers, and Roblox will not allow Bun Bun to give any name that they have noticed. But I am pretty sure that they just want to scare others. But there is information that Bun Bun Girls were a group of players who used to own a furry game. Their presence was spread mainly through Discord and TikTok. Bun Bun Girl Roblox January 2021. Beware, all gamers. Greater than hacker targets gamers and abuses their data and gets them banned from the site. Gamers from the United States have started noticing that some kind of hacking has been done while playing Roblox games. The developer of Roblox has admitted to the confusion with the recent hack of the game. What is Bun Bun Girl? Roblox is an online community in the United States of America. The game is becoming more popular than any other. Recently, a hacker named Ben recently hacked Bloxburg, deleting game content and user friends. This resulted in many accounts being banned and all their progress being lost. This led to complaints from players about Roblox. Many users were disappointed that the developer was unable to find the source of these hackers. Many users have encountered a hacker named Ben while playing the Roblox game. That is why this review contains some facts that many users have seen. 1. When the hacker named Ben entered the game, he destroyed the character's house and users experienced many crashes. 2. Other users suggest that the hacker is abusing location and user information. 3. Most of these Ben girls speak French and many users are unaware that they have become part of the hack. 4. Their goal is to block and track players. 5. Bun Bun Girls Roblox is planning to hack the game Adopt Me and is targeting to block Roblox users. What are the Roblox account security protocols? Roblox takes this issue seriously and makes sure that the gaming experience of the users remains safe. They have the best account security practices that work well for hackers and scammers. Read this review to get important information to determine how to protect yourself from the recent Bun hack. Users should not share their ID or cookies with anyone. Regularly log out of the game account after finishing the game. Players should enable two-step verification for a secure account. The account password should be strong and unusual. Identify hackers and phishing websites or users. What do the user think about Bun Bun Girls on Roblox? If the Bun hacker appeared in the game, he asks the users to be their friend and sends a link in a message. If the request is accepted, the game may be lost and blocked. This is causing a lot of suffering among users and they are still waiting to remove such hackers from the game. People say that Bun Buns are 8-year-olds who try to trick people by pretending to be hacking. Final verdict: these hacker groups cannot target users who have their notifications turned off, where they usually send spam links. It is best if users do not apply Bloxburg if a suspicious account named Bun is seen. It is recommended that users get parental consent if they are underage to play or download games. A known link is also suspected in such Bun Bun Girl Roblox scam. Leave a comment on this situation. Dip Girls. The Dip Girls hacker group is terrorizing Roblox. Similar to the Bun Bun Girls, there are also rumors that they track your location. The Dip Girls have also been accused of lacking originality because their group name is similar to the Bun Bun Girls. Pokemon Brick Bronze. Pokemon Brick Bronze is a game for Roblox created by TrapRatum, Londo6400, Zombie7737. Our underscore hero, Schreiben, Mystic Sense Christopher, Kyle Allen Music, Shipul, Roball1, Kevin Katzing, Roselius, Old School Dude and a great team of developers. This game was based on Pokémon, the popular video game series created by Game Freak and published by Nintendo, with its own story twists and interpretations, such as Robloxian trainers. Starting in Midas Town, Roria, players could catch, train, and battle various types of Pokémon. Scam bots. Scambot is a fake Roblox user on the Roblox platform who repeatedly scams users across the platform. They were first introduced in Bill Plays Roblox as followers of the Mariagamer 1490. They were later summoned from the Roblox world to the real world by Mr. Anderson, allowing them to spread throughout Video Game City. They were summoned into space by Mr. Anderson so that a portal would one day open that would allow the scambots to invade Earth and start an apocalyptic epidemic. They appear in many forms. Odors. Online dating, also known as odors and slenders, are people who are looking for a romantic or sexual partner on the internet, in this case, Roblox. They are common in Miepsity, appearing on every server a player can join. Odors have been mentioned by YouTubers such as Cowcommonmanthink, also known as Greenelgokits1-3, The Dark Creeper, and Parlo. Online dating is currently prohibited by Roblox's community rules and standards and can result in punishment, most commonly account bans. After the removal of parties in Miepsity, the number of odors has decreased somewhat, but they are still present in large numbers on the game servers. How to spot an odor. Most odors wear UGC bypasses, likely through an avatar editor, and may wear dark shades of accessories and clothing. However, you should never call someone an odor based solely on their avatar, as this is a player's personal preference. You can, however, identify an odor by their dialogue. This could be just role-playing and harmless dates. If the person says something sexual or romantic, or is looking for a romantic or sexual partner, there is a chance that the player is an odor. They may also engage in virtual sexual acts with another player, regardless of consent. Fighting odors. While Alex Neutron was unable to prevent online dating in Miepsity, players can take action using the in-game reporting feature or through the Roblox game menu. It takes 2 or more reports with good accuracy as to what happened for Roblox to finally take action against the player they reported. Parties have been removed in Miepsity due to the large number of slenders and odors taking over the game, with many instances of inappropriate clothing and language. Shetletsky. John James Shetletsky III, better known on Roblox as Shetletsky and previously as Telemon, is a prominent Roblox user who was the former creative director at Roblox from 2006 to 2014. He was the 4th engineer hired by Roblox. He left his position in May 2014 to focus on building new businesses, but continues to collaborate with the company as needed. While at Roblox, he created games such as Nuke the Whales and Sword Fight on the Heights 4, and also created the LOL group. He has also patented several systems that have since become unique to Roblox. Shetletsky has a YouTube channel that is known for uploading many Roblox trailers in the early years of the game. Shetletsky is now mostly active on Twitter and occasionally returns to the site. He is also known to have 2 alternate accounts that store a large number of limited edition items. Ogre and Son of Sevenless. The combined value of both accounts makes Shetletsky the richest Roblox user richer due to Roblox. It's free. It's free is a classic shirt that appeared on the Roblox marketplace on November 24, 2015. It was created by Defaultio and was one of the winners of a t-shirt design contest. It was available for purchase for 10 tickets until it was removed from sale. It was also available in the free prize draw. Obby as of October 30th, 2023. It has been favorited 4,276 times. Slenders. Slender is a style in Roblox. The name Slender comes from the creepypasta character Slender Man, who is known for his extremely tall stature. Most people who use this type of avatar are usually teenagers. John and Jane Doe. John Doe and Jane Doe are official test accounts created by Roblox executives David Botsucci and Eric Castle on June 25, 2005, although their joining dates are listed as February 27, 2006. The name John Doe refers to an anonymous male, while Jane Doe refers to an anonymous female. John Doe's ID is number 2, and Jane Doe's ID is number 3. They are infamous for being mentioned in many fake hacker stories throughout Roblox's history and have frequently appeared in clickbait videos, mostly from 2016 to 2019. In the early days of Roblox, both accounts were used by administrators as NPCs. NPCs were functional, capable of communicating with others. John Doe was last online on May 1, 2021 at around 4:57 p.m., and Jane Doe was last online on October 4, 2023. Before that, John Doe was last online on March 18, 2016, and Jane Doe was last online on December 4, 2015. Before that, both accounts were last online on February 27, 2006, at around 3:06 p.m. when Roblox officially exited alpha testing. Many assumed that these accounts were accessed through password mining, but in fact it was Roblox that purged John and Jane Doe's friend lists. Although John Doe and Jane Doe had not logged into Roblox since 2006. They had badges created in 2012 and were accepting friend requests from users who joined in 2008. Maximum_ADHD created a video explaining how John Doe got his badges from his location due to a bug in the Roblox client that allowed users to get badges without playing. YouTuber Bad Graphics also created a video explaining why John Doe was able to follow him. As with player badges, a bug in the Roblox web client allowed players to become friends with other players without mutual consent. This bug has since been fixed. Around February 2017, several Roblox users such as Kazakh, Equilex, and others spread a rumor that John Doe and Jane Doe would be hacking Roblox on March 18, 2017. And this rumor was frequently mentioned in some clickbait videos, causing panic throughout the game and the site. This was later revealed to be false. Roblox then had to explain the situation with the accounts in a blog post published on March 21, 2017, updating their appearance and cleaning up their friend lists. The blog post detailed the account's backstory, clarifying rumors, and more. The blog also clarified that both accounts are owned and maintained by Roblox. John Doe had 9 friends on his list, while Jane Doe had 3, due to a bug that caused the zero immunity. IHAXLV, CPUVIRTUALIZATION, and Anonymous to become some of their friends in September 2015. Many other users, such as Eric.Castle, 1x1x1x1 Games, Ka, and Brown Cheese, also had this bug. John Doe's and Jane Doe's friends were later removed in late March 2017. For unknown reasons, John Doe's feed and description were changed to content deleted in April 2017, likely to reassure players that the so-called hacker had been dealt with. In September 2017, John Doe received a Blade of Marmara hood. To obtain the hat, one had to submit a robot entry using Roblox Studio. It was issued to users in August 2017 by submitting an entry to the contest, including their username and a link to the model. Sometime in 2017, John and Jane Doe received a verified, bona fide, platified hat. This may have been a verification of Roblox accounts to ensure that hackers or password pickers could not access the accounts. In October 2019, Jane Doe received the Shield of Wisdom. To obtain this item, you had to correctly guess the winner of the RB Battles Season 1 event. In December 2020, John Doe received Gold Lookup Battle. To obtain this item, you had to correctly guess the winner of the RB Battles Season 2 event. In June 2023, Jane Doe's avatar automatically updated to have the Stevia standard face and a new R15 pose. Around the same time, John Doe also had the Stevia standard face, but his avatar was not updated to reflect this. In September 2023, John Doe was changed to only wear the Stevia standard face. In July 2024, Jane Doe received a Maria Cappy neck accessory, which could be obtained by completing a survey and providing a link to her profile. Jane Doe is a term commonly used by criminal investigators to refer to unknown bodies or unidentified criminals, male and female respectively. Star Code, Star Creations. The Roblox Star Code is a special code that you can receive from a member of the Roblox Video Stars program. When you use a star code to support a video star, it will automatically earn you 5% off any Robux purchase you make on the Roblox website. Please donate. Pulse Donate is a Roblox experience developed by Has3MN, Fuchs, Candlezoo, Kerbazaz, Augment Music, Cupiful, Year404, Visualifs, NOROI, and Ocfuls. It is a donation experience that allows players to donate Robux to other players by purchasing their items in the marketplace legacy servers only and passes. 1x1x1x1. Created on October 25, 2007 by Shebletsky, formerly known as Telemon, the account 1x1x1x1 was initially designed to flesh out the Roblox lore. Its debut coincided with the original mention of 1x1x1x1 in the initial description of the Necrobloxicon. The account was unfortunately compromised on May 25, 2010, and its username was altered to request 59 quadrillion to 145 trillion to 134 billion 857 million to 138,947. Currently Roblox _user _81,619 due to a name reset loophole. Subsequently, the account was permanently banned, but was later reinstated in July 2010. On the same day, May 25, 2010, the present-day 1x1x1x1 was established as a name snipe by Macapaka3. This account would later become part of the groupie L1T3, which Macapaka3 owned during that period. Following a password breach on X, formerly Twitter, the account was ultimately terminated the same day due to violations against Roblox's terms of service. Eventually, in July 2010, the password was reset. Within the Roblox community, significant speculation centered on 1x1x1x1. Some players considered him an exploiter, potentially leading an exploiting group. Following Roblox updates, activity would resume, reviewing the fears surrounding a potential 1x1x1x1's return, thus suggesting mass hacking. Despite the constant rumors, which had largely been proven untrue, the perception lingered. It was often compared to legends about other figures like John Doe and Jane Doe. Given 1x1x1x1's notoriety and significance in the Roblox community, he has been included by Roblox within some of its in-game content, an alleged rumor and its debunking. In Shedletsky's stories, an incident arose that featured 1x1x1x1 with the intention of creating fear and referencing an evil 1x1x1x1 part, sparking rumors that he was an actual hacker. However, Merdumbringer, a former administrator, refuted the claims. He confirmed that Shedletsky was behind the account, creating it as part of Roblox's established background narratives, according to a forum post. I'd like to reiterate, since it looks like this thread is inactive, keep this post in mind for future reference. Share this information. Pass along the truth. Let's uncover how the account name originated. Years ago, Telemon wrote a series of stories in the news that recounted the beginnings of Roblox. These stories mentioned to buy a first brick. These initial bricks would then get copied repeatedly and this give rise to every subsequent brick. In a footnote, Telemon makes reference to the evil 1x1x1x1. That is how the name came to be. Blame John for the rumors. Let's examine the accusation of hacking. Someone whose identity is now lost, it was not Zuka, discovered an exploit not cheat engine, enabling the insertion of control scripts into online environments. He contacted me and wanted to show me a demonstration. I met him in Crossroads, where the game began displaying falling heads, repeating he's coming back. And 1x1x1x1 is coming for you. And similar things. The server was chaotic, which I found amusing. He explained the method to me and I relayed the information to the developers, and that was it. Other individuals, like Dignity, developed alternative methods for script injection, contributing to the notion that they were involved in the hacker group associated with 1x1x1x1. The truth is that the original stories by Roblox were capitalized on by a single individual. Merdumbringer, Roblox Forum, July 13, 2011. Roblox Forum. The Roblox forums were used for discussion and socializing with other users in a text-based format. The forums featured various subforums, each with its own purpose. The forums were launched on June 30, 2004, and were shut down on December 4, 2017. After the administrator account announced their final deletion a week later on December 11th, over the 13.5 years of the forum's existence, many users had created posts and participated in the subcultures of each subforum, and the forums had often been the site of many controversies and raids, especially in recent years. All content on the Roblox forums was subject to the Roblox Terms of Service. A team of moderators ensured that the forum's content remained appropriate for the Roblox audience, although some moderators were criticized by many forum users. Builderman. Builderman is an inactive profile created and owned by David Baszucki, which was used to send out welcome messages to new Roblox players. He also owns a number of classic Roblox projects, including some that are not blocked for copying. The account is rarely active, with almost no online activity. The last time it was active was on April 17, 2023, at approximately 5:47 p.m. Central Time CST, when the account was logged in and the avatar was changed. Before the introduction of subscriptions, Builderman was automatically friends with all new users. With the introduction of subscriptions, all previous friends followed each other, and all best friends became regular friends. Builderman's original outfit included an orange torso, yellow head, and black limbs, combined with a classic wrench t-shirt. He also wore a Builders Club construction hat. In 2011, this outfit underwent its first major changes, changing the skin tone to light, the Robloxian to .0 set, jeans with a gray jacket, and the Turbo Builders Club construction hat appeared. On May 29, 2020, the Builderman shirt was accidentally removed by Roblox employees. This bug was fixed on June 1, 2020. On April 17, 2023, Builderman's shirt was replaced with the Roblox shirt Simple Pattern, and his skin and face colors were changed to the default ones. The Award of Excellence is the latest award presented at the Bloxy Awards, now called the Roblox Innovation Awards. It is given to a single game that is judged to be well made by David Baszucki, although two games were awarded the award at the 7th Annual Bloxy Awards. This award is presented by David Baszucki on behalf of Builderman. Reminders. New users who breach a policy for the first time usually get a reminder. This is a formal way to let the editor know about the rules of the Roblox wiki. Let's say a newcomer makes a page that doesn't meet the requirements for notability. They generally get a reminder about those rules if their article gets moved or removed. Ban Hammer. Introduced to Roblox on May 5, 2009, the Ban Hammer is a notable marketplace item. This item is primarily for Roblox's moderators, and it is also awarded to those who have responsibly reported significant platform or engine vulnerabilities. It's additionally presented to users as a thank you for considerable voluntary contributions. The Ban Hammer has simple use. Within a game, a single click or tap while wielding the Ban Hammer will knock another player down. Following up with a double click or tap propels them a long distance, essentially removing them from the game space. Along with the effect comes an explosion audio cue, although no visual explosion is presented. Regrettably, updates on Roblox have unfortunately broken the item's intended in-game action. Lost clients. This is about guests in Roblox who were there before 2017. Roblox Anthem video. Quite an iconic animation in the Roblox community. You could see those characters in Roblox itself. I left the link in the description under this video. Bloxy Awards. Bloxy is an annual event in Roblox. It showcases the talent of its players. Previously, Bloxy was only for videos and animations. Now, game creators, artists could participate in this event. Also, at the end of each year, you could vote for your favorite game, YouTuber, etc. Spider Cola. Spider Cola is a shoulder accessory that was released on the Roblox marketplace on May 10, 2019. It can be obtained by redeeming the promo code SPIDERCOLA. Some players speculate that the item was released to celebrate the anniversary of the Bloxy Cola item, which turned 10 years old on May 5, 2019. As of November 14, 2023, the item has been favorited approximately 485,000 times. The item is a scaled-down replica of a Bloxy Cola can with a pair of miniature giant spider legs. Roblox O removal. UNO on Roblox has been shut down by Mattel, but your pass has been transferred to the renamed game. Raining Tacos. It's a pretty famous song about tacos, according to Grip, who is also the author. Raining Tacos is his most popular song. It was adapted into a mobile game in 2014. From 2014 to late 2019, Raining Tacos gained popularity online due to its popularity among Roblox players. Raining Tacos was also adapted into a book by HarperCollins in June 2021. It was also featured on the podcast This Might Be a Podcast. The song, along with Baby Shark, was used by West Palm Beach authorities to deter homeless people from staying in the park at night. Upon learning of this, Grip asked the city to stop using his song and donated to local homeless shelters. Metaverse. The Roblox Metaverse is a platform that allows users to design and develop games and experiences for a diverse audience. The platform provides users with a development tool called Roblox Studio, a powerful interface for creating content. Metaverse Champions was a Roblox event that began on April 15, 2021 and ended on May 20, 2021. It was the Spring Hunt of the Year, a rebranding of the annual Egg Hunt. The event was divided into 4 weeks, with up to 48 games per week and 10 to 12 for each champion. Happy Home in Robloxia. Classic. Happy Home in Robloxia, also known as Happy Home in Robloxia, was created in January 2007 for the Homestead Furniture Making Building Contest. It was later uploaded to a Roblox account on May 1, 2007. Happy Home in Robloxia was one of the original map templates available to users when they first created a location. The game has been updated several times over the years. The game was shut down in 2017 and is currently private. From 2007 to 2008, the Happy Home in Robloxia template featured a beige brick house with a red-tiled roof, as well as various piles of colored bricks placed around the area. Most of the objects in the location were unfixed, with the exception of a white path and a base plate. Players were given copy, drag, and delete tools with which they could build their first creations using the bricks they were given. In addition to the piles of colored bricks, there was also a swing and a slide. Around mid-2008, signs were added to help players know what to do with their first locations. In 2009 and 2010, the location was transformed into a large piece of land. The same piece of land is located in Shedletsky's Teleman's Big World location. It gave you a starting car and an empty house. The house was expanded and now consisted entirely of components that were placed using the new stamp tool. It had a castle wall surrounding the back of the house, which was considered a yard containing 2 cars, including a blue car that could fit 2 users and a green Jeep that could fit 4 users. It also had a ladder that led to the top of the wall that had teleporters that could take you to a lighthouse that was expanded with a new red balcony, a beach with a ramp that had cars replaced with a blue race car, and a space station teleporter that took you to a brand new space station made entirely of die-cast construction tools. In 2012, the location was updated again and became drastically different from the older versions. There is now only 1 car, which is a green Jeep that can hold 4 players, and instead of land, it was transformed into a green textured landscape that contained a few trees around the landscape. The space station was also kept and placed a short distance from the house. There is also a desert with some cacti. Later in 2012, this was no longer the base template, but is still the location when you join. On February 17, 2016, the game icon was updated. Big Head. The Big Head is a limited edition headgear that was released on the Roblox marketplace on July 2, 2007. It was originally available for 70 Robux before being discontinued in 2009. Its limited edition status was set on May 30th, 2022. It is the first variant in the Big Head series. As of March 24, 2023, it has been purchased 191,051 times, and as of September 6, 2024, it has been favorited 213,671 times. Sword Fights on the Heights. Sword Fights on the Heights, often referred to as SFOTH, is a melee game created by Roblox employee and administrator Shedletsky, formerly known as Telemon. It is one of the oldest continuously active games on Roblox, inspiring the creation of the Cap and Gear series and starting the fencing genre in games. 4 SFOTH games were released between late 2007 and early 2008, each replacing the previous one. The series concluded with Sword Fights on the Heights IV, which remains the current version as of June 2008. For a time in 2008, SFOTH4 was one of the most popular games on the site. Around 2014, the number of players in the game began to decline, which eventually led to the game struggling to reach 100 players per day. Shedletsky released a series of updates in May and June 2020, rewriting the broken code and adding quality of life improvements. As of 2020, the game continues to maintain a small but relatively stable player base, around 20 to 30 active players at a time, sometimes reaching peaks of up to 50. Innovation Awards. Innovation Awards, formerly Roblox Film Festival, Hall of Fame, and Bloxies, is an annual event hosted by Roblox. It aims to celebrate the artistic, creative, and social abilities of its players. Originally intended for video creators and animators, the program has expanded to officially include artists, social media influencers, and game developers. Towards the end of each year, the Roblox community can submit their votes for each category, with for most categories 5 finalists selected later to complete the voting process. The results are then broadcast on platforms such as Twitch and YouTube. The first Bloxies event was the 2013 Hall of Fame and Roblox Film Festival, shown during the BloxCon 2013 event. Unlike future Bloxies events, these were the only Bloxies where the winners were announced at different times and locations, with the exception of virtual BloxCon 2013. As of 2022, the Bloxies have been replaced by the Roblox Innovation Awards. Unlike the Bloxy Awards, the Roblox Innovation Awards are an offline event held during Roblox developer conferences. Golden Parrot. Golden Parrot is an infamous UGC shoulder accessory that was released on the Kringley Marketplace on February 4, 2020. It was available for purchase for 100 Robux for about 20 minutes while it was on sale. It was purchased 60 times before it disappeared from sale. It was later removed from content, essentially for copying the macaw shoulder friend mesh. As of January 9, 2022, it has been liked 602 times. Criticism. This item has received significant criticism and backlash, primarily on the social media platform Twitter. It has been criticized for being rather lazy compared to most UGC items, considering that the mesh was stolen and made a barely noticeable change, making it smaller, and the texture was a solid yellow color. And himself addressed the issue on his Twitter account, saying he didn't know he wasn't allowed to use the stolen mesh, and said he did it to coordinate with his channel. This post, in turn, led to Ant receiving further backlash and hate comments, mostly about how he said inappropriate things that didn't help the cause, such as how it was related to his channel. Lukaduke compared his item, the Golden Parrot, and the Roblox item, the macaw shoulder friend, side by side, and realized that the UV map was exactly the same. After the passions died down, Ant issued a proper apology and explanation for the item. Gilded. Gilded is a voice, instant messaging, and digital distribution platform developed by Gilded Inc. and owned by Roblox Corporation. Users can communicate via voice and video calls, text messages, and share media files in private chats. Competing with another communication platform known as Discord, it is headquartered in San Francisco. The platform is primarily aimed at video game communities, particularly those involved in competitive gaming. It provides features for video game clans, such as scheduling tools and integrated calendars. Guilded was founded on March 17, 2017, by Eli Brown, who previously worked at Meta Platforms and Xbox. On August 16, 2021, Roblox Corporation acquired Guilded for $90 million. Following the acquisition, it became an independent group of the company. On May 31, 2024, Guilded announced that all current and future accounts would be required to link to a Roblox account by July 15, 2024 in order to continue using their account. This change was met with much criticism from the community, with some users recalling that when Roblox acquired Guilded in 2021, it was stated that it would remain an independent product. Chat filter. Roblox has a text filter that prevents players from seeing or sending potentially offensive language, including likes, and restricts personal information, replacing the old safe chat that was previously used to prevent young players from sending messages that were not pre-programmed. Currently, filtered text is replaced with #hash. For example, YouTube is replaced with ### after filtering. Roblox previously used a hidden blacklist of words that was in the diogenes.fnt file that came with the Roblox player. Using any word on this list usually resulted in an immediate ban from the website. The player was disconnected from the game. Repeated violations using chat could result in termination of access. Only 13+ accounts could chat or post on the website, forums, comments, etc., and could also freely communicate in the game. Guests had limited access to safe chat, as did users under 13 unless it was disabled in their parents' account. Currently, the text filter is provided by CommunityZift. Because CommunityZift uses multiple rules and text classification methods to filter phrases, the lists in this article are not representative of the full range of words filtered. The system is a supervised neural network that continuously learns from what users say in order to learn and evolve with the language as new detours and idioms are created. Mistakes are common, but have decreased in frequency over time. In addition to filtering out potentially offensive language from chats, the filter also attempts to censor personal information such as age, phone numbers, and last names so that the website can remain COPPA compliant, protecting users from accidentally disclosing their personal information. Sometime in 2021, a new feature was added to the privacy settings called Chat Filter Level. This determines how restrictive the chat filter becomes. There are 2 filtering modes, maximum filtering and 1-3 filtering, which determines the degree of restriction of the chat filtering. In restricted games, the text filter is even more lenient if strong language is present. However, this does not mean that the filter is completely disabled, as the most offensive words, such as the N-word, are still filtered. False positives. The filtering system can sometimes detect false positives in sentences that would be considered acceptable. Known as the Scunthorpe problem, words used in normal sentences such as can't, hello, okay are sometimes caught by the filter and censored. In rare cases, even specific things such as capital letters, numbers, and inappropriate and relevant messages can be censored by accident. The number of hits has decreased in recent years as the filter has evolved to detect what is and isn't normal conversation based on feedback from Roblox staff and regular users, though false positives are still common. They are most noticeable when searching the marketplace or when searching for a username. Number filtering. In February 2017, all forms of numbers were blacklisted for accounts less than 13 so that they could never be seen or sent for security reasons, specifically to prevent underage users from sending messages with personal information such as age, addresses, and phone numbers. This caused a huge uproar in the Roblox community, with criticism pouring in from all sides. In February 2021, Safe Chat was updated, slightly removing this feature, allowing accounts 13 to speak numbers, but excessive use will still be filtered. LGBT controversy. For a while, LGBT plus terms like gay, homosexual, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, etc. were temporarily blacklisted as sexual terms. This was very upsetting to many users who identified with it. This has since been changed, and the filter now only blocks these words when they are used in negative connotations. Since July 1, 2021, there has been a very massive increase in reports of users being blocked for up to a week for using LGBT+ terms, some of the most common being gay. Roblox has stated that the filter ignores context, but there is evidence that this is not the case. Link censorship. Many links, such as discord.gg invites, roblox.com links, and others, are often filtered. The reason for this censorship is to stop advertising malicious link scams or horror. A few users have gotten around this by giving away part of the link instead of the whole link. For example, instead of saying join https://discord.gg/ap3qfebzj, they instead say join ap3kevz or something similar. However, these suspicious hashes can sometimes get filtered out. Enable to change date of birth for people over 13. There have been some users over 13 on Roblox with privacy mode turned on due to the user's account date of birth being under 13. This led some people to ask Roblox support to help change the date of birth via safe chat, which got in their way to the correct date of birth 13+, but to no avail. Roblox stated that it could not change the date of birth due to COPPA regulations. Many people criticized Roblox for its inability to help with this age issue and for the lack of any help from Roblox support. Roblox may allow users less than 13 to change their date of birth, but doing so would violate the Federal COPPA Act, which regulates children's ability to lie about their age. This can now be changed, but changes to the date of birth for users under 13 must be approved by parents who have verified their age. 17+ false censorship ban. In 17 games that allow profanity without a hateful or offensive context, players will be censored or even banned for a single swear word. Players using voice chat can be automatically silenced by the system even if they have never cursed, and many players find it excessive to censor even appropriate messages in said games by applying standard content filters, even if the experience is specifically marked as an exception, including false positives, as previously stated. RB Battles. RB Battles is a game created by RB Battles Games. It was designed for players to participate in the RB Battles Season 2 and RB Battles Season 3 competitions. The game contains a lot of entertainment, mini-games, play money items, and pets. Baller. Baller is a recurring character in the context of NPCs becoming smarter in Roblox. He first appears in Carl vs. Baller, where he competes with Carl in an NPC fighting tournament to see who is the coolest. Appearance: Baller has a yellow face and arms, a red body, and black legs that mimic a shirt and pants. He has a scary face on his face, and in his right hand is a red super ball, his signature weapon. Despacito Spider. Despacito Spider is a UGC hat published on the Terabyte Marketplace on September 5, 2019. It can be purchased for a minimum of 250 Robux. The price is currently regulated by a dynamic price floor. As of September 26, 2020, it has been purchased 39,536 times and favorited 33,292 times. Appearance: a spider made from a big head placed on top of a bigger head of the same size, with its face almost completely turned in the opposite direction, complete with a set of spider legs that look the same as the existing enormous spider legs accessory. Fun facts: this section is a fun fact section. Please move any relevant information to other sections of the article. The Despacito Spider was originally conceptualized through a viral screenshot on Robloxian High School and later gained popularity through its use in weird memes on the Go Committee subreddit. Roblox officially acknowledged it in a video posted on Twitter. On September 13, 2019, the hat was updated to include Robloxian High School's credit. "This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico" is part of the lyrics to the song Despacito. More specifically, the official remix featuring Justin Bieber. A Despacito egg was created for Egg Hunt 2020 Agents of AGG. A Despacito hanging spider was also created for the gift card reward. Roblox has trademarked the phrase Despacito spider for use on t-shirts and toys, something Roblox has never done for any of its other toys. The Pals. The Pals was an American-Canadian English YouTube group active from 2012 to 2019, consisting of four members: Dennis, Alex, Seb, and Sketch. They mainly posted videos about Roblox and Minecraft. For most of their existence, the group had 5 members. The former 5th member was Coral, who was kicked out of the group in February 2019. The group later disbanded in June 2019. History. The Pals was originally called Myatoots, but later changed their name to Sub-Zero Exabyte and then back to the Pals. The channel was created by Seb on January 24, 2012. At that time, Seb, along with Sketch, posted Minecraft carnivores and animations on the channel. Dennis, Alex, and Coral joined the band later, and Sketch left, but later returned in September 2016. They made a Minecraft Hotel series, AFNAF Origins series, and a Roblox version of FNAF Origins. They focused exclusively on Roblox videos when Sketch returned to the band. They also created a Minecraft series called Palscraft, Coral Controversy and Disbandment. In early 2019, Coral came under fire after he harassed a fan on Twitter. He sent a series of abusive tweets to the fan, which led to his expulsion from the Pals. Angered by Coral's fans, they sent abusive messages to the fan, blaming her for getting Coral kicked out. This led to the fan attempting suicide. Dennis publicly announced on February 25, 2019, that Coral was no longer a member of the Pals. The band has since ceased activity on YouTube. On June 28, 2019, Dennis posted a community message on the Pals YouTube channel announcing that the band was disbanding. The 4 remaining members have since gone on to pursue their own careers on YouTube. Reunion. On June 28, 2021, the second anniversary of the Pals' official disbandment, Dennis tweeted a screenshot of himself, Alex, Sketch, and Sab on the Minecraft Time SMP server, which was speculated to be a sign of the band's reunion. On July 1, 2021, the Pals briefly reunited in an episode of Minecraft Time SMP titled The Pals Reunion. Minecraft Time SMP Episode 23, Grand Sheep Racing. However, Dennis later stated that this did not mean that the Pals were going to reunite. Find the Markers. Find the Markers is an experience where the name definitely lives up to its name. Although I played Find the Markers a little and I can say that I don't have them all. Still, I can say that this is a game where you definitely won't get bored. Flaskerda. Flaskerda, currently UN943151145, was one of the great pioneers of Roblox YouTubing and one of the first Domino Crown owners. He was a prominent user in 2007-2008 and was mainly known as one of the most famous YouTube bloggers about Roblox with popular videos such as the Roblox Bloopers series. However, his Roblox video career came to an abrupt end when he was banned. After that, he continued to create videos on his original channel under the account Flaskerda. His YouTube channel can be found here. His story. He joined Roblox on February 24, 2007 and spent the next few weeks recording his first bloopers, inspired by a former, now banned Roblox YouTuber named Nintendo DeFivo. His first game was a video recording kit called Flaskerda Production Studios 2, Roblox Bloopers. His first obstacle course was Flaskerda's I Wanna Be the Superstar. After he uploaded his first Roblox video to YouTube, he started gaining popularity. He later acquired Builders Club and started developing games. He started creating commercials for his games and became widely known for his games. His Roblox Domino video won a contest in June 2007, making him one of the few original Domino Crown owners. In 2010, YouTuber Juice started a video series called Flaskerda Rebirth. The series ran for about 4 years and brought him even more attention. Stalker issues. He complained about users visiting each of his games to ask if he could visit their place. He warned stalkers that he would leave Roblox if they didn't stop sending him messages and donations. Later in 2008, he stopped accepting friend requests and interacted less with his fans due to these stalker issues. Blocking. On October 4, 2008, his account was blocked after an unknown user reported to models with cylindrical breasts that he had created in 2007. On June 24, 2019, he posted a comment on YouTube providing additional information about the blocking of his Roblox account. After his account was blocked, he returned to making videos on YouTube unrelated to Roblox. In 2015, he attempted to unblock his account in order to trade his Roblox account for a Team Fortress 2 item. Since April 2009, Flesquierda has released several April Fool's Day videos related to his Roblox bloopers series. On October 20, 2019, he confirmed that he would be making videos about Roblox once he reached 20,000 subscribers. On November 14, 2019, he created a new account called Flesquierda, which he used to livestream Roblox games the following day. During the stream, he played Clone Trooper 1019's Super Nostalgia Zone, Lumpston 84 survived the evil sponge killer in Area 59, Rolf's Arsenal, and Stickmaster Luke's Natural Disaster Survival. Username change. In early 2024, his username was reset to UN943151145 due to a username reset exploit that targeted numerous well-known accounts. Lost media. There are actually many old Roblox videos that are missing. It is speculated that they were removed due to copyright infringement, or that Flesquierda may have made them private for other reasons. All of them have been lost for about a decade or so. As a result, they are largely unknown and few may remember them. Although if one were to look at the Wayback Machine snapshots of Flesquierda's YouTube channel, they might find evidence of their existence. The videos in question are as follows. Roblox Museum bloopers, which took place in the Roblox Museum, which is now defunct Roblox Museum. Part 2 of his Halloween 2007 bloopers, most of which took place in the Cursed House Gamma Hero. A racing video where he and several other players competed in a foot race, although the title of the video is forgotten. Roblox Pool Complex bloopers, which took place in Crooked's Ancient Pool Complex. The Roblox Bloopers Spring Break issue, uploaded around April 2008, featured a lot of one of the spots by Lemurboy07, another blooper maker from around the same time, now known as Jacob Leonard of Lenstar Productions. Crosswords. On January 1, 2020, the clienter or account was created, which had only one friend with the nickname QSSJXJXJ. It was probably a test account, and access to it was shared by 3 people. One of them is Syntax, the author of the account, who has his own YouTube channel, where he published videos using various exploits. In early April 2021, YouTuber Lost Motions, who was engaged in trading and distributing Robux, released a video in which he talked about the loss of 200,000 Robux in a place called Awesome Mini Games. Its creator, Ruokia, changed the graphical interface of the place, making the button that appears when trying to buy any item inside the place invisible, thus, players, if they have enough Robux. The names of game passes contain the word Pop Bob. There are 3 videos on the Syntax channel that contain this word, which is a hint at his involvement in this incident. On April 6, 2021, the same Syntax releases a video showing screenshots showing how 200,000 Robux lost by Lost Motions will soon be transferred to the group's balance. The video also shows total losses, about 560,000 Robux. Most likely, Ruokio was one of Syntax's accounts. The names of game passes contain the word Pop Bob. There are 3 videos on the Syntax channel that contain this word, which is a hint at his involvement in this incident. On April 6, 2021, the same Syntax releases a video showing screenshots showing how 200,000 Robux lost by Lost Motions will soon be transferred to the group's balance. The video also shows total losses, about 560,000 Robux. Most likely, Ruokio was one of Syntax's accounts. On July 16, 2022, Under the account client URL, Syntax released the Crosswords place, which used the same exploit. The place consisted of a modified menu from the Straker Hangout. After a few seconds, the player was kicked out of the place, and then the account was deleted by Roblox's auto-moderation. On his Discord server, Syntax encouraged people to spam with links to the server and the place. Because of this, many streamers and players visited Crosswords. July 18th, one of the first banned was Clark1000, and one of the biggest YouTubers was Creekcraft. The incident gained great popularity. Roblox Twitter channels warned about the dangers of the place, and many videos were created on YouTube on a similar topic. Later, access to Crosswords was closed by the creator himself. One possible reason is the fear that Roblox would remove the place. On July 19th, a day after the mass distribution of information about the place, one of the Roblox employees responded to complaints on the developer forum, saying that they were now trying to fix this vulnerability. Later that same day, Roblox removed the place and began blocking accounts associated with Clienter. Roblox also attempted to unban the accounts of those players who were not removed. Consequences: based on the number of visits to the place, at least 456 players were banned. Clark1000's account was soon unbanned. Today, most of the players who were banned on Crosswords have already been unbanned.
You promised my son that you're going to give him free Robux.
To put it briefly, this video is an appeal from a father who said that he was from Mumbai, India, and that his son needed free Robux from Creekcraft. The son sat and stared, mostly looking at the camera lens. The whole thing became a meme. Note for those from Pakistan, this video was recorded before this stage of the war with India this year. Roadblocks. Roadblocks is an item in the miscellaneous section. It is a re-release of the Roblox, a hat from Roblox. It consists of two black cubes connected by a blue neon part. The cubes have a hole in the middle, symbolizing the Roblox logo, functionality. When the user clicks, the model falls to the ground, playing the sound in Life You Have Roadblocks and the beginning of the Great Strategy. When the music starts, nearby players receive plus 10% damage and plus 10% defense. Biggest Head. The Biggest Head is a UGC hat that first appeared on the market by Terabyte on September 5, 2019. It was available for purchase for 400 Robux before it disappeared from sale 8 hours after release. After a supposed request from Roblox to change the color to dark blue, it was put back on sale for the same price, but it later disappeared from sale on November 21, 2019, and is not expected to reappear. It is a tribute to the Big Head series, and is not officially considered part of the series. It had been purchased 70,000 to 160 times before being removed from sale. As of May 17, 2024, it has been favorited 44,553 times. Roblox. The game development entity, Roblox, which bears the same name as its owner, is widely recognized for their game creations within the Roblox platform. This group's notable titles include copyrighted artists, Luck Official, Murder Royale, and the interactive experience, Why Live. Meepsity Parties. Meepsity Party functionality first appeared in September 2016, but was eventually taken down on February 16, 2022. The parties enabled players to bring others into their Meepsity dwellings. A Plus subscription was a requirement to host these parties. The feature was ultimately eliminated due to its misuse. The prospect of its return is considered low. Party Estate. The Party Estate was a distinct estate option purchasable for 400 Robux. This was the initial estate necessitating Robux and was central for party initiation. Party Essentials. Parties could also be set up utilizing party-focused furniture, with some of which needing a Plus membership. The Party Essentials Furniture Bundle furnished the necessary tools. Party categories. The nature of the offered parties was outlined by these types. 1. Music. 2. Roleplay. 3. Social. 4. Showcase. 5. Holiday limited availability. 6. Restaurant. Controversies. Miepsity parties were the focal point of significant contention because of the presence of inappropriate content. Moreover, access to these parties was easily acquired. Since its release in 2016, the feature became contentious. Users often created parties with explicitly unsuitable themes such as condos and **X and dating clubs. Miepsity was temporarily suspended and underwent a review by Roblox. Speculation arose that Roblox had shut down the game because of the BBC article. This scenario gathered attention from YouTubers like Creecraft, Parlo Konakakatan, a former Roblox YouTuber who was exposed as a pedo, and numerous others. However, the game later relaunched with the parties feature and its access portal definitively removed. Removal of beds. Prior to the definitive removal of parties, instances of NSFW activities were noticed within the game. Alex Neutron responded by removing beds, despite no change being made in the party's features NSFW content. Later, during a party update, beds were reintroduced. Nevertheless, the policy change remained unexplained. Amazon Prime Gaming x Roblox. Amazon Prime Gaming x Roblox is a collaboration between Amazon and Roblox. I decided to check out Amazon out of curiosity, so I can also recommend Little Funny Leprechauns. I think I'll do a review of this coloring book later. Cafe groups. Cafe groups, sometimes called restaurant collectives, retail organizations, business ensembles, or more broadly, job role-play communities, represent a particular flavor of role-playing present on Roblox. Here, participants assume roles as patrons, staff, or management within a simulated business, typically centered around the format of a coffee shop, hence the title. While the CAF label is derived from the most prominent form, a variety of other analogous role-play groups fall under this broader category. These encompass restaurants, retail outlets, and other business types. However, the term CAF group serves effectively as a broad descriptor. Prominent examples comprise entities like Frapp, Tsunami Sushi, and Blockstreet Corporation. Experiences of these groups, specifically within their associated virtual spaces, are attractive as avenues for roleplay and socialization. They tend, however, to be magnets for disruptive users and orchestrated raids. Thus, robust moderation strategies are often deployed, with moderators actively monitoring or immediately on standby to oversee active servers. Gameplay focuses around activities like the requisition of foodstuffs and beverages. The majority of scenarios feature transactions completed without involving Robux, or in game economies the exchange of money happens exclusively within the roleplay. Players either assume the roles of order givers, preparers, or rule enforcers. The latter two typically are responsibilities of members who also have specified hierarchical placements to curate the roleplay setting. Non-members typically participate exclusively as customers. There is a rare presence of ancillary gameplay mechanics inside of a cafe group scenario, such as searching for hidden achievements, earning in-game currency, or finishing other tasks. The fundamental emphasis within these spaces resides in the role-playing experience itself. Hierarchies. Coffee shop groups rely upon group ranks to dictate the roles and authorities of their members. These rankings emulate the structures of genuine coffee shops and restaurants, generally comprising trainees, employees, and managers. Typically, prospective employees are mandated to clear either an interview process or a submitted application. Some groups require additional training or sessions. Upon being cleared to begin employment, users typically begin at a low-rank LR. These members may be empowered to offer food and beverages to clientele. Promotions are subsequently awarded based upon demonstrated competence. Certain groups incorporate training exercises, often in the format of tests that evaluate the comprehension of group regulations and operational procedures to inform the decision on promotions. Low ranks generally aren't authorized to perform managerial tasks, such as the regulation of disruptive behavior. Such issues are rooted to middle ranks MRS or high ranks HRS. In many instances, the middle, high, senior high ranks as HRS actively oversee employees and consumers, working to ensure conformity with established regulations. Admin powers are typically utilized to actualize such enforcement. The middle, high levels often drive employee promotions, as well as group training. Fake login guis buff noobs. Fake login guis buff noobs generally seems like something between a scam and a pretty serious prank. However, there are tutorials on how to create one. Bacon hairs. Characters with bacon-shaped hair are often seen in G's video content. They are often depicted as newbies who are eager for Robux, or as sources of annoyance to other players. These characters are often the target of ridicule due to their main features. While some have unique features, the common identifier is the ubiquitous bacon-shaped hair. They are often confused with standard noob characters, given their standard appearance. Physical characteristics. Bacon-shaped hairs tend to have a similar appearance, with slight variations, except for female characters. Overall, their characteristics are unremarkable, and they rarely deviate from a consistent aesthetic. In addition, there are also hairstyles that are the default in the looks for all players. IP bans. IP blocking on the Roblox platform involves restricting access to the service for any device attempting to connect via a specific IP address. Unlike account or device blocks that target individuals or equipment directly, IP blocking affects every user attempting to access Roblox from that banned IP address, regardless of new accounts or alternate devices. Once Roblox applies an IP block, all network communication originating from that specific IP address is blocked from interacting with the platform. Accordingly, anyone in your home or connected to your internet network will be cut off from Roblox, regardless of their credentials. IP block details. This restricts every device and account connecting via a specific IP address. Changing accounts or devices does not provide a solution unless a different IP address is used. Bypassing account or device blocks can usually be accomplished by creating new accounts or using different devices. However, IP blocks pose a more significant obstacle. The most effective solution involves changing your IP address, and this is where NetNet proxies become a real solution. Using our residential or mobile proxies provides access to Roblox through an alternative IP address, thus allowing you to bypass the block and regain access. CAPTCHAs. CAPTCHA in Roblox is just a Roblox check to see if you are a human or a robot. Although there is one caveat here, namely that you have to work with different 3D models. If you have passed these CAPTCHAs, then you will understand what I mean. Coral. Braden Reed Welsh, born July 20th, 1998, better known online as Coral or Coralhorl, is a former Canadian YouTuber known for his Minecraft and Roblox content. He was previously a member of the popular YouTube group The Pals, but was kicked out of the group in February 2019 after making a rude tweet directed at a fan of The Pals. Coral became inactive on all social media following his ban. However, on July 19, 2019, 5 months after his ban, Coral returned to social media when he posted 3 photos of himself holding a gun on Twitter. The photos became highly controversial, but were later deleted. Coral returned to Instagram and Twitter on September 9, 2024, with an apology. In May 2023, his channel, along with those of his former associates The Pals, Sketch, Sub, and Fletch, were hacked by various scammers promoting SpaceX content. Although the remaining channels were restored shortly thereafter, Coral's channel did not survive and was suspended. It was restored a few days later, but none of the videos were restored, and it was then suspended again in June 2023 for violating YouTube's policy against impersonation. The Pals, Coral, along with Dennis, Alex, Sub, and Sketch, formed The Pals. The group started out as a primarily Minecraft role-playing channel and gradually transitioned to Roblox videos, but then returned to making Minecraft videos with the advent of Palscraft, a Minecraft series they produced. They became very popular in the Roblox, Minecraft, and other video game communities, and the channel has garnered millions of subscribers. Friendship: Brayden was a good friend of Denise's for many years before he was kicked out of the Pals. He even moved in with Denise and Alex for about 6 months until Alex moved to England and Brayden moved to the US, both leaving Denise behind. Before being kicked out of the Pals, he was a good friend to every member of the group. Channel hack and terminatio. On May 18, 2023, Coral, along with the Pals Sketch, Sub and Fletch, was hacked by crypto hackers and renamed SpaceX. A few hours later, Coral's channel was suspended, while the rest of the channels were reinstated. However, on May 22, 2023, Coral's channel was reinstated for unknown reasons, but none of the videos were uploaded and the channel name remained the same. On June 15, 2023, his channel was terminated again for violating YouTube's policy against impersonation, specifically impersonating SpaceX. It is unknown whether Coral did it himself or if it was someone else who was allegedly with a group of hackers who committed crypto fraud on Pal's channels. Reader. On September 9, 2024, Coral posted a picture of himself on Instagram and captioned it with a heartfelt comment, reflecting on his experience as a YouTuber and the lessons he had learned since leaving the platform. He expressed his deep gratitude for the support he had received throughout his career, admitting that becoming a YouTuber was a childhood dream. Coral admitted that he had abused his influence in the past, including apologizing to Tiff for being rude and inappropriate. He stressed how difficult it was for him to regret not being kinder and shared his commitment to becoming a better person. Coral also addressed the challenges he had faced since leaving the internet, including the spread of misinformation about him. He noted that while he appreciates being held accountable for his actions, the many false narratives about him have caused significant pain. Despite this, he expressed gratitude for the lessons learned, his focus on kindness, and his desire to serve as a positive example in the future. Imposter drama. Imposter is a Roblox game developed by Rockstar. The game is advertised as being heavily inspired by Among Us, a 2018 game on Steam that gained exponential popularity in the summer of 2020. Imposter has been criticized by the community as a copycat or ripoff of Among Us. Critics often cite the strikingly similar aesthetic and premise, which go far beyond simply being inspired by the game, as well as how the game was strategically released shortly after the popularity of Among Us had grown significantly, despite the fact that Among Us is free to play on mobile devices. Some believe that Imposter could face a DMCA. Adding further fuel to the fire, prominent YouTuber Koneko Katenwaston highlighted the game in a scathing statement about it possibly copying Among Us. Koneko provided information about how the game was remarkably similar to Among Us, which led to some controversy in the Roblox community. The Imposter Discord server was taken over by individuals claiming to be Koneko's fans shortly after the video went live. Koneko faced backlash for this, despite prior warnings and active condemnation of such behavior. More drama began when Softlone complained on Twitter that Rockstar was using his Diver O2 oxygen tank without his permission and profiting from it. Clury covered the drama in a recently released video on her channel, calling it the most insane Roblox drama ever. Rogue Gangsters. Rogue Gangsters is a term used in the Roblox community to refer to a specific subculture of players, particularly prevalent in games such as Dowhood, Funky Friday, and Murder Mystery 2. These players often emulate real or fictional gang members, adopting avatars and behaviors that reflect that image. Rogue Gangsters are typically players aged 10 to 16 who seek to recreate gang culture in Roblox. Their avatars often feature specific accessories and animations, such as the Stitch Face head, the zombie animation pack, and the beautiful hair for beautiful people hairstyle. They may also wear items such as body armor, either from the Roblox catalog or homemade to enhance their gang-themed appearance. These players often form groups or gangs in the game, leading to in-game rivalries and conflicts. Their behavior can range from aggressive and confrontational to more passive interactions, depending on the individual or group. To deal with the raw gangsters in the game, players can Join a rival gang. This can lead to alliances or conflicts, depending on the situation. Use powerful weapons. Weapons such as RPGs can be effective against them. Use the environment. Taking advantage of higher ground or using cover can give tactical advantages. Do weightlifting. Increasing physical strength can help in hand-to-hand combat situations. Variants of rogue gangsters. There are different types of rogue gangsters, each with unique characteristics. OG's original gangsters. These are high-ranking rogue gangsters who have significant influence within their groups. Passive rogue gangsters, a rare variant that is more friendly and less confrontational. Buff rogue gangsters. Rather than focusing on agility, these individuals prioritize physical strength, often through in-game weightlifting. The Roblox community's view of rogue gangsters varies. Some players consider them an integral part of the game's culture, contributing to its diversity and dynamic interaction. Others consider them destructive or toxic, especially when their behavior negatively impacts the gaming experience of others. There are several Roblox groups and communities associated with the rogue gangster subculture. Rogue Gangster Group, a public group with over 400 members focused on the rogue gangster lifestyle. Rogue Mobsters, a more organized and professional variant of rogue gangsters, often following the behavior and structure of a mobster. FNF Games. Funky Nights Friday is a rhythm game for Roblox developed by Light Interactive. It is based on the rhythm game Friday Night Funkin'. The gameplay is similar to Friday Night Funkin', but players compete against other players instead of just beating the game. There is also a solo mode, but it does not count points and you do not get wins or streaks. If the player hits the notes on time, they get a certain number of points. Depending on the accuracy of the hit, the best result is sick, and the worst is bad. The game features many songs, including original songs from Friday Night Funkin' and some from various mods. Examples: B-Side Mod, VS Witty, The Tricky Mod, and Mid-Fight Masses. There are also other songs that are not related to the community, such as themes from To Who. The game has been updated for the Christmas Update 2023. A few mods have returned to Funky Friday, but the animations have remained the same for now. Watch for the game's community to grow with future updates. There are animations and emotes that players can purchase using points they earn by playing songs based on the character animations from Friday Night Funkin', as well as other references. Animations change the poses that players make to hit the arrow, while emotes are animations that make the player sit on a speaker, which can be done by jumping on any speaker on the map. Animations and emotes do not change gameplay and are purely cosmetic. As you rap or funk against other players, you score points. The player with the most points wins. Although there are other ways to win that you can choose from the Song Selection tab. There are 3 different ways to win, namely, the most points, the fewest misses, and the highest accuracy. If the players have the same number of points, it's a draw. When you win or lose, you get points, and with these points, you can buy animations or emotes. Fresh is a secret mechanism in Funky Friday that activates when you hit a note at the exact millisecond it matches the arrow. Its activation triggers a neon explosion animation, graffiti-style Fresh, text, and a unique sound effect. It's a rare reward for accuracy. Depending on how well you do after completing the song, the number of notes you hit and when they were hit, you'll get a certain number of points, up to a maximum of 5,100 if you have the Double Points Game Pass, $3.99 Robux. You'll be awarded points if your opponent exits the game regardless. These points can be used to purchase animations in Bomb's shop, which is a reference to the modified Friday Night Funkin' character Witty. You can purchase animations, emotes, tags, and points using Robux in the store. Songs incomplete list. Many have been removed due to copyright or behavior of the original owner. Here are the animations featured in Funky Friday, most of which are links to other media. Some of these animations feature minor characters, which are secondary characters participating in the animation. The dad animation is based on Daddy Dearest from Friday Night Funkin'. The Rick Roll animation is based on the Rick Astley song, Never Gonna Give You Up. Boombox animation is based on the golden Superfly boombox, an equipment item. Senpai animation is based on Senpai from Friday Night Funkin'. Hex animation is based on Hex from VS Hex Mod. Witty animation is based on Witty from VS Witty Mod. FL animation is based on FL Chan from VS FL Chan Mod and Vocaloid. Sarvin animation is based on Sarv from Mid-Fight Masses Mod. Carol animation is based on Carol from Carol Mod. Ruve animation is based on Ruve from Mid-Fight Masses Mod. Mom animation is based on Mommy Mirist from Friday Night Funkin'. Pico animation is based on Pico from Friday Night Funkin' and Pico School. Celever animation is based on Celever from Mid-Fight Masses Mod. Tricky animation is based on Tricky from the Tricky Mod. Neon animation is based on Neon from Versus Neon Mod. The KAU animation is based on Cow from the Kepler Observation Unit Mod. The Enna animation is based on Enna over Boyfriend Mod. The Glitcher animation is based on Hex during Glitcher from VS Hex Mod. The default dance animation is based on the default dance emote from Fortnite. However, up, down, left, and right are unique animations. Pop, even though it is in-game, is a unique animation, except for its top animation, which is quite similar to one of Freddie Mercury's poses. The Shara animation is based on Shara from VS Shara Mod. The Bob animation is based on Bob from VS Bob Mod. The Bob Takeover animation can be obtained by purchasing the Bob animation and the Amor animation. It became unavailable when the Amor animation was brought back. The Agoti animation is based on AGOTI from VS AGOTI Mod. Breaker Style animation is based on Majima Breaker Style from Yakuza series. Ballistic animation is based on Witty Ballistic from VS Witty Mod. Zardy animation is based on Zardy from VS Zardy Mod. Shaddy's animation is based on one of Siva Gunner's rips. Funky Penguin is based on the Club Penguin dance emote. Thorns' animation is based on Spirit in Week 6 of Friday Night Funkin'. Star Platinum's animation is based on Star Platinum from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Tabby's animation is based on Tabby Genocide from VS Tabby Ex-Boyfriend Mod. Taki's animation is based on Taki from Friday Night Fever Mod. Matt's animation is based on Matt from We Funkin' Mod. Garcello's animation is based on Ghost Form Garcello from Smoke 'Em Out Struggle Mod. Duck's animation is based on Azora Subaru's Duck from Hololive, wearing her signature cap. Pump's animation is based on Pump and Skid from Friday Night Funkin'. Monica plus Senpai's animation is based on Monica and Senpai in Bar no Yum from Monica Mod, and many different animations and songs. The game Funky Friday has been criticized by players for copying Friday Night Funkin', as both games share similar features. People believe that the developer noticed the FNF trend and quickly created a game based on it on Roblox in order to make a quick buck. Although the official FNF developers have stated that they encourage remakes and modifications added to the game. On December 9, 2022, it was announced that Sonic Prime would be integrated into Funky Friday for a limited time. This caused controversy over Sega's collaboration with the fan game Friday Night Funkin', as some noted that this collaboration could lead to people thinking of Funky Friday as an official Friday Night Funkin' game, and because Funky Friday profited from ideas and assets that did not belong to it. Ninja Muffin 99, the lead programmer of Friday Night Funkin', responded by suggesting that he and Phantom Arcade FNF's lead artist and animator consult with their lawyers about their options. Agro Jennifer. The account Agro Jennifer, well known as Jenna, was created by Zerafix. She gained popularity in the community as an online acquaintance. Jenna made her debut in the Roblox movie The Odor, which premiered on July 23, 2018. The plot revolved around a Roblox character who dated guys and then broke up with them, causing them to crash and their IP addresses to be exposed. After the movie was released, the account remained inactive. Around the end of January 2022, a rumor spread on TikTok that Jenna would appear on February 7th to 8th and hack all female accounts, deleting them. This caused panic among users. Many YouTubers denied these rumors, explaining that this was not true. Roblox YouTuber Creecraft posted a video exposing Jenna and chatting with her on Discord, revealing that it was Xerafix, who explained that the account was used solely for the development of the odor. The rumors of February 7th to 8th were compared to rumors from March 18, 2017, that John Doe and Jane Doe had returned to Roblox for a hack, which also caused panic in the Roblox community, but were debunked years later. However, on February 7, 2022, Agro Jennifer was hacked, likely due to cookie theft. Most of the restricted items on the account were sold, and the profile page became inaccessible to view the character. Xerafix is currently working to restore the hacked account. October 2021 outage. The 2021 Roblox outage occurred on October 28, 2021. The cause was significant site issues due to an external system failure. Players had trouble navigating the site and using Roblox. Most players were unable to access normal community games, and most pages were redirected to a 400 bad request error. 18 hours after the outage began, Roblox shut down the site for maintenance for the first time since 2019. The site gradually reopened 63 hours after the outage, with full access to the site restored after 72.75 hours, making it the longest outage in Roblox history. False rumors circulated that the outage was caused by the Chipotle Burrito Maze promotion or other traffic congestion, but this was quickly denied by the official Roblox Twitter account, and later in a post analyzing the event. The outage led to significant online coverage from Roblox users and others on YouTube, Twitter, Discord, and other social media and news platforms. The cause of the outage was traced to a new feature in the Roblox infrastructure known as console streaming. This feature was designed to reduce CPU usage and network bandwidth in the console cluster. In addition, an issue with BoltDB https://github.com/boltdb/bolt was also causing the issue. Timeline, up to October 28, 2021. While the issues directly related to the outage did not officially begin until the 28th, there were noticeable issues a few days prior that some people believe were the start of the outage. October 25, 2021. Many people began having problems loading outfits, audio assets, Game Pass, and models, as well as having trouble submitting support tickets. October 27, 2021. A user on the developer forum reported a glitch in the Community Creations tab on the marketplace. October 28, 2021. In the hours leading up to the event, users reported minor issues with their avatar, as well as some games lagging more than usual. 1 hour before the crash, around 8 a.m., the bug begins to reach most servers. These servers begin to crash, and some users are unable to join games. In-game avatars are only displayed as the standard blocky avatar. Most people online on Roblox begin to notice lag. By the end of the hour, the servers begin to crash rapidly, starting the crash. 1 hour, Roblox is reported to have lost 99% of its active users. Status.roblox.com reports an active incident and service outage across the website, mobile app, Xbox app, games, Roblox Studio, data stores, game connections, and avatars. They report that many players' games are affected. 2 hours, the website remains accessible, but pages are completely down. Assets on pages such as avatars, thumbnails, and rating percentages are not loading. The outage is reaching mobile app users who are reporting being logged out of Roblox, raising concerns that their accounts may have been compromised. The chat filter has been affected, causing chat messages to not load properly. By the end of the hour, the last users are disconnected. 3 hours, for the first time since 2016, websites that track active users are reporting 0 Roblox users online. Some people are reporting that they can intermittently load the site. Roblox Studio becomes inaccessible to users. Users are reporting that the visit button is not visible on game pages. Instead, it says fail to verify that you have access to this game. Please try again later. And navigation on the site has become impossible. Attempting to view game pages is reported to almost always show an HTTP 400 bad request error. Status.roblox.com reports that they have identified the root cause as an internal system issue. Mobile users are completely blocked from using the app, as they are unable to register or log in. Some users believe their accounts had been locked. October 29, 2021. Users are reporting very limited access to Roblox and the ability to visit some games, despite the fragile state of the platform. Status.roblox.com reports that they are actively working on the incident and that some users have begun to experience limited access. At Roblox Tweets, we know you're having trouble using Roblox right now. We're very sorry, and we're working hard to get everything back up and running. Roblox website is officially down for maintenance. This is the first time since 2019 that the website has been completely down. Also, Roblox tweets, still making progress on today's outage. We'll keep you posted. Once again, we apologize for the delay. We know this outage was not related to any specific games or partnerships on the platform. We apologize for the delay. We know this outage was not related to any specific games or partnerships on the platform, denying an initial rumor that a Chipotle-sponsored event contributed to the early stages of the outage. October 30th, 2021. At Roblox Tweets, we believe we have identified the root cause of the outage internally. We are in the process of performing the necessary engineering and technical work to get Roblox back up and running as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. The tweet was deleted shortly after. October 31st, 2021. 60 hours, Roblox breaks its previous outage record of just under 60 hours, August 2016, marking its longest outage in history. 62 hours, status.roblox.com updates its information to say that we believe we have identified the root cause of the outage. We are in the process of performing the necessary engineering and technical work to get Roblox back up and running as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. Early users report that the website is now open. 64 hours, at our Roblox tweets, we have identified the root cause and a resolution. We are working to get everything back online and will keep you updated throughout the day. Status.roblox.com reports the same a minute later. 65 hours, the website has begun to roll out globally. For users who can access the website, a banner is displayed with the following text: "We are gradually opening to groups of users and will continue to roll out." 68 hours, status.roblox.com announces that traffic is being allowed in gradually. Some, but not all players will be able to access. 8 minutes later at our Roblox tweets, quick update as we work to get everything back online. We are gradually bringing regions back online. 72 hours, at our Roblox tweets, Roblox is back online everywhere. Thank you for your patience while we get back to normal. 15 minutes before the start of the 73rd hour, status.roblox.com updates to say normal operation restored as the website banner updates to read, Roblox is back online. Thank you for your patience while we get back to normal, thus ending the outage for all users. A few hours after the platform was brought back online and fully functional, Roblox CEO David Basik apologized on the Roblox blog for the events that had occurred over the past 73 hours. At the end of the blog, Basik stated that Roblox would take steps to prevent another major system error like this in the future, and also noted that they would publish a debriefing with a more detailed description of the cause of the outage once the analysis was complete. It was also stated in the developer forum that no user retention data was lost and that refunds would be issued to developers for ads that failed to run due to the outage. The outage also caused Roblox to lose over $1.5 billion in market capitalization as of November 1, 2021, during a period when at least $15 million in revenue was generated. Even 20 hours after the outage, there were still some Avatar Store API errors and almost no ability to find newly released accessories. Only a very small percentage of users reported this. No games were affected. On November 3, 2021, Roblox began refunding ads that could not run due to the outage. On November 8, 2021, Roblox announced that it would provide appropriate compensation to developers for lost revenue due to the outage, assessing Robux earned from marketplace and in-game transactions, as well as premium payouts. Roblox began this process a few hours later. On January 20, 2022, Roblox staff published a blog post explaining that the outage was caused by a misconfiguration in a core resource management service running the game discovery and platform servers. Additionally, the time it took to diagnose the issue was extended due to Roblox's heavy reliance on the affected systems. In the same blog post, Roblox explained that they had taken the necessary measures to prevent a repeat of an outage of this magnitude and intended to expand to multiple data centers to further mitigate the outage. When the outage lasted more than a day, community members expressed frustration over the potential loss of their login feeds, which are often used to reward users with experiences. Developers and designers reported losing Robux from ads placed in the 24 hours before the outage due to reduced site traffic, but were later refunded. Many of these people also participated in protest signs demanding Roblox be brought back online. People criticized the length of the outage and the engineers' incompetence in identifying the problem for nearly 48 hours. Several influencers created humorous videos about Roblox's official Twitter posts. Pet Simulator acts NFTs. If you're on the fence, there's actually an NFT collection on OpenSea. There are 12 items. All in all, it's worth a total of 77.84 ETH, or about £104,432 as of May 4, 2025. Linkman99. Linkman99 is a Roblox YouTuber with over 550,000 subscribers. He primarily uploads Roblox challenges, vlogs, gameplays, pranks, and video guides. He is known as the most expensive limited item trader on Roblox, who is not an admin or alternate account, with a combined recent average price of all his items totaling over 130 million Robux. In late 2018, he and merely launched a new Roblox community site called rbxcity.com. It was intended to be a safe and secure site primarily dedicated to limited trading, but also offered a replacement for the Roblox forum due to Merely's involvement. Trade Hangout 3.0 also used City as a link to community value metrics and has a dedicated room for players in Linkman99's fan group The Link Mob. In late 2019, he launched rblxtoys.com, a unique website where users can complete tasks to earn Roblox gift cards or codes for toys. On July 8, 2019, his account was temporarily suspended for allegedly being an alternate account for a user named Dodad2D2D. His account was mistakenly flagged as an alternate account because the user Dodad2D2D created a game with an offensive word and the name Linkman99 and pushed it to the front page, thus terminating both accounts, Linkman99 and Dodad2D2D. On May 4, 2020, an unknown hacker gained access to the Roblox admin panel and publicly shared his personal information. Linkman99 was later interviewed in a Vice News article about the incident. In early 2016, he was caught in a phishing scheme by Alex Valentacrown, who then accessed his account to give away his items to innocent traders on the Let's Make a Deal subforum with the ultimate goal of deleting their accounts as his items would be deemed stolen by Roblox. Many players were suspended due to this, with some notable victims of this incident being Contentful and Vorphy. However, due to a glitch in Roblox's linking system, Alex hacked his account again after he received a rollback. Alex then repeated the same process and suspended more players, with some notable victims of the second wave being Jazzer and Pirate to Flash. E-Commands. E-commands are also known as different various actions and dances. Roblox 2006 trailer. Roblox 2006 trailer is a well-known trailer that was released on November 10, 2006. It is 5 minutes long. It was uploaded by John Shedletsky. LankyBox. LankyBox is an American YouTuber who creates content on Roblox with LankyBox Games members LankyBox Gasjustin and LankyBox Gamadum. LankyBox makes videos that have gained them popularity. Although LankyBox Justin has Roblox Premium. LankyBox Justin and Adam joined in August 2019. The LankyBox channel was created in July 2016, and the LankyBox Phosphix account was created in May 2020. As of September 14, 2022, LankyBox's channel had 5,835 videos. This also contributes to their popularity. LankyBox's group is called LankyBox Roblox Group, and it has over 1 million members. Glitch Obby. This is about this game. Yes, there are some pretty weird levels, but that's the essence of the experience. Follow bots. Follow bots are Roblox players designed to follow another player using artificial intelligence or scripting. Examples. Follow bots mostly use the standard male Roblox avatar, also known as bacons because of their bacon-like hair. Nicknames. Here is an example of a follow bot nickname. 9 and 4 1 J8R. Follow bots usually look like this: number, letters, and numbers. Example, 9 and 4 1 JXY8R. They are usually 10 to 20 letters long and are made up of random numbers followed by letters. Epic Matthew 23 _ number. They are usually male and start with the prefix Epic Matthew 23 followed by numbers. Some follow bots are occasionally female. Then their status says, Epic Matthew 23 is cool. Beaming. The beaming set is a collection of a fin, dorsal fin, 2 accessories, and a top. Components: beaming tail, beaming dorsal fin, beaming waistband, beaming top, beaming ears, beaming wings, available exclusively when purchasing a set or pair of wings in the premium shop. Roblox book. Here is a direct collection from literature on the topic of Roblox. You can find them on Google. I even found books with Roblox experiences more than once. As it turned out, I have already played some of them at least once, or I play quite actively. For example, Rossitizens. Choose its 2017 logo. This is an iconic logo that peaked around 2017. Roo and Bobucks. Roo is a group with different things. Rookspit and Boo are improved versions of Ro and Boo because everything is modern in terms of technology. Backrooms. If you haven't played it, let me explain. These are experiences that were based on backrooms. They're quite famous for the fact that there's no one there, but they look like different liminal spaces, buildings, and so on. There are some experiences that have different modifications. For example, with Shrek. Super Nostalgia Zone. Super Nostalgia Zone is a Roblox experience developed by Maximum_added. It simulates 28 locations from the old Roblox engines, mainly focusing on the period from 2006 to 2009 with additional elements from 2010. The game allows players to customize their avatars with classic shirts, classic pants, faces, classic t-shirts, and hats, which can be purchased with ticks, an in-game currency based on the former Roblox currency. 10 ticks are earned daily, similar to how it worked on the original Roblox website. Below is a list of all 28 current Super Nostalgia Zone locations in alphabetical order. The game's page displays all available locations, as well as the number of players and active servers. You can create a private server similar to Roblox by clicking the Play Solo button. The Friends page displays which locations in the Super Nostalgia Zone each player's friends are playing. The Avatar page allows the player to change the body color of their avatar by clicking on the part they want to change. They can also wear any t-shirt by specifying the aesthetic of the t-shirt, image, or sticker. The catalog is located below the Avatar page. Players can browse and purchase various hats, shirts, pants, and faces. The settings page can change the aesthetics and performance of the Super Nostalgia Zone. Ticks can be purchased for Robux on the store page. The list below lists the prices for purchasing each amount of ticks. The Nostalgia Club, based on the discontinued Builder Club Roblox, costs 375 Robux for 30 days. Players can receive 1,000 ticks and the Hard Hat Builder Club upon purchase. The daily login bonus has also been increased from 10 ticks to 250 ticks. The following interview was between Thundermaker 300 and Maximum ADHD on April 21, 2025 as part of the Developer Connections project. Unsurprisingly, the challenges I faced were in accurately recreating how clunky it was to play Roblox back then. The mechanics of Super Nostalgia Zone are very at odds with the more modern polish of Roblox, and I often found myself having to re-implement many features and mechanics that either no longer existed in Roblox or no longer worked as they used to. Accuracy and attention to detail were key for me. I tried to recreate every little nuance and feature I could observe while maintaining a balance between authenticity and user experience. Every feature and mechanic in the game has a meticulous amount of detail. From the exact imitation of how the old character animations felt, to the explosion and force field effects, the UI, the camera, the controls, the cylinders, the humanoids, the lens flares, and the skybox. Pretty much everything in the game is something I paid a lot of attention to detail on, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. The biggest challenge by far was restoring Roblox's bevel feature. This is something I implemented relatively recently, and it required me to do things that I can safely say no Roblox developer has ever encountered. I wrote an external program that procedurally generated bevel meshes for me, and these meshes were converted into mesh parts, which I then combined into .rbxm files that I could upload into Roblox Studio. The bricks in the game are replaced in real time with these beveled parts, so I had to tweak a lot of the existing code in the game to compensate for these new limitations. I ended up adding write support to a C# library I wrote earlier this year to automate this task. There were a few other attempts I made before arriving at the procedurally generated mesh part solution, like using the game's CSG API and having a custom load system written in Lua. But I'll spare you the details as it would take a few more paragraphs to explain all the obstacles and problems I encountered getting it all to work. Solving problems like this is what I live for. I love pushing the boundaries and using newer Roblox technologies in ways that weren't expected. There were a few other attempts I made before arriving at the procedurally generated mesh part solution, like using the game's CSG API and having a custom load system written in Lua. But I'll spare you the details as it would take a few more paragraphs to explain all the obstacles and problems I encountered getting it all to work. Solving problems like this is what I live for. I love pushing the boundaries and using newer Roblox technologies in ways that weren't expected. Fake login GUI. I won't dwell on the topic of fake login GUI for long because it is quite similar to login GUI. It is perfect for making a tough prank in the game. Inspect element scam. These scams occur when a user is told, convinced to use an element inspector to run code that can harm accounts, steal Robux, or give access to hackers. Devorum. Devorum is the same forum for developers in Roblox. It is quite useful if you have your own game. Copy pastas. There are currently 3 copy pastes in the game. They serve no purpose other than to make the player wait for the text to finish. A copy-paste about concrete appears when interacting with the farmer at the vending machine and selecting the What is Concrete? Do not click option. Concrete is a composite material consisting of fine and coarse aggregate combined with a liquid cement paste that hardens sets over time. In the past, lime-based cement binders were often used, such as lime putty, but sometimes with other hydraulic cements, such as calcium aluminate or Portland cement-based concrete due to the visual similarity to Portland stone. There are many other non-cement concretes with other methods of binding the aggregate, including asphalt concrete with bituminous binders, which are often used for road surfaces, and polymer concretes, which use polymers as the binder. When the aggregate is mixed with dry Portland cement and water, the mixture forms a liquid slurry that is easy to pour and shape. The cement reacts with the water and other ingredients to form a hard matrix that binds the materials together into a strong, stone-like material that has many uses. Admixtures such as pozzolans or superplasticizers are often added to the mix to improve the physical properties of the wet mix or finished material. Most concrete is poured with embedded reinforcing materials such as rebar to provide tensile strength, resulting in reinforced concrete. A copy-paste of crop growing, similar to photosynthesis, is also found when interacting with SWG_steel on the credits island and selecting what is crop growing. Seriously, don't click. Crop growing is an important aspect of agriculture and refers to the cultivation of plants for human consumption and commercial purposes. It is a primary source of food and income for farms and is also an important component of the global economy. The practice of crop growing dates back to ancient times, and over the years it has evolved and adapted to changing technologies, climates, and markets. Crop growing is a complex process that requires careful planning and management. The first step in growing crops is choosing the right type of crop for a given area, based on factors such as soil type, climate, and water availability. After selecting crops, the next step is preparing the land for planting. This includes tilling the soil, applying fertilizers, and other necessary factors to improve soil fertility and structure. After land preparation, crops are planted using modern planting equipment or by hand in some cases. Once planted, crops need to be cared for regularly to ensure their growth and development. This includes activities such as weeding, irrigation, pest control, and fertilization. The farmer must also monitor the crops for any signs of disease or stress and take appropriate action to address these issues. Harvesting is the final stage of the crop growing process, and it involves carefully removing the crops from the fields and preparing them for transportation and storage. In recent years, crop growing has undergone a revolution with the introduction of modern technologies such as genetically modified crops, precision farming, and computerized farming systems. These technologies have enabled crops to be produced more efficiently and effectively, resulting in higher yields and improved crop quality. In addition, modern technologies have also reduced the need for manual labor and made it easier for farmers to manage their crops and track their progress. In summary, crop farming is an important part of agriculture, playing a crucial role in feeding the world's population and supporting the global economy. With the introduction of modern technology, crop farming has become more efficient and effective and has the potential to be further improved in the future. However, it is also important to note that crop farming has a significant impact on the environment, and it is important that farmers take steps to minimize this impact and practice sustainable agriculture. There is currently only one yellow sign. There are 4 other yellow signs that have been removed or never added in the past. The only yellow sign that currently exists is to the left of the island. It is impossible to see its contents without cheats, exploits, or the developer's word on what is written there. There are 4 yellow marks that were left behind or deleted in previous versions of the game. There are 2 versions of this copy-paste. One is probably from before the game was released. The other seems to be from a more developed game, judging by the white frame that is not present in the other version. The Great Strategy. This is a famous track. The Great Strategy, also called the Robloxian Anthem, is the initial national anthem, though instrumental, of Robloxia. It was written by Badliz in 2005. Abi Clickbituyan. Clickbait obbies typically abuse the search bar by spamming the word obby in the title and description to push their experience up the results. Each experience is usually just a re-released version of an existing obby. The experiences often try to convince the player to purchase passes. Additionally, some of these experiences teleport the player to another obby or an entirely unrelated experience upon completion. Lawsuit. I remember that in August 2022 I made a video with Oof and the sound that is now. At that time, I did not know that almost 3 years later I would make a video in which this topic would be. So, as it turned out, If was in Messiah. Exactly in the scene where the child fell. Over time, this sound got into Roblox. Because of this, he became quite famous, that there was even a court. All because this sound was in Messiah, and also a certain time had not passed for it to be in the public domain. Therefore, you can hear a different sound during the reset. Roblox TTS Stories. Yes, Roblox TTS Stories are the same videos that have pictures of the characters, their lines, and random walkthroughs. There were also different plots.
Nixtov.
Nicholas77, known on YouTube as Nixtov and Murtop5, is a Canadian Roblox YouTuber known for his content on YouTube, which has over 2 million subscribers. He has been criticized for using clickbait to attract viewers, although some believe he has stopped doing so. He also used to post videos on how to get free Robux. Mostly from 2015 to 2018, however, unlike the scam methods that require login information, he told his viewers that they could use legitimate methods, such as using promotional links, purchasing Builders Club, or converting tickets while they were still available to get free Robux. He also created several alternate accounts to show how free Robux games are designed to steal your account. He also occasionally makes videos about Roblox hackers, such as the fake hacking group called Blocks Watch, which caused controversy in 2017. Often, when a new hacker appears, he makes a video about them, then uploads a video a few days later claiming that the hacker is a fake. On December 30th, 2017, Nicholas' account changed his hat continuously throughout the day. It was later revealed that Starkadezaflays had accessed his account and stolen his Dominus Rex using the trading feature while Nixtov was recording a YouTube video as revenge for a prank he had staged for Zeflays, also known as Clickman. Nicholas77 said he would get revenge on Zeflays for stealing his Dominus. When Nick's Dominus was traded, he received the Alien Death Panda hat. He later got revenge on Zeflays by purchasing a classic t-shirt called Pranked for thousands of Robux on Zeflays' Roblox account. Nixtov then got his Dominus back from Zeflays. On January 3, 2018, when Nicholas77 fell ill, he allowed Zeflays to live stream on his channel. Zeflays then changed Nicholas77's avatar to a female avatar and set the account status to "Guys, I'm a girl now." #bless. Nixtov later tweeted, "I gave Zeflays permission to stream on my channel and this is what he's doing." Approximately 3 days later, Nicholas77 changed his avatar back and changed his status back to his usual high. On July 10, 2018, Nicholas77 was banned for 7 days due to an account verification that turned out to be incorrect. He was unblocked the next day. On July 12, 2018, just 2 days after being falsely banned for 7 days, his Roblox account was permanently deleted due to unauthorized charges. It was later discovered that an anonymous person had contacted Roblox via email claiming to be Nick's parent, guardian, and said that their child had made payments from her credit card on Nick's account, which led to the deletion of his Roblox account. Nick was unblocked a few days later. On August 14, 2019, Nixtov was involved in a wave of bans that affected several YouTubers. This ban was promptly lifted by Roblox administrators. Nixtov has been criticized for creating videos that use clickbait. He is often the main topic of discussion when others discuss clickbait content in the Roblox community. He has also been criticized in the community for promoting those who want to be hackers, as well as for the March 18th incident. Nixtov posted a video for the first time in over a month, claiming that he had an argument with his father along with Deflays, and that his father wanted to compromise one of Nick's alternate accounts, Bob757, claiming that he didn't want him playing Roblox at that age. Zeflays created a video on YouTube stating that there were 2 weeks left before their Roblox accounts would be compromised or deleted. Most of their fans attacked Zef's statements, claiming that their Roblox accounts would not actually be deleted, and that Zef and Nick were dramatizing the drama for the sake of views. Since the alleged drama with his father, Nick has been regularly uploading videos to his Fortnite channel called Murtop 5 with his close friends Deflaze, Shadical, and many others. As of late 2021, Nicksterv is still trying to provide his fans with more entertaining Roblox content. Like Landon_YT in late 2018, he doesn't upload as many Roblox videos as he used to, as he's gotten more into playing games like Fortnite, trolling people like Lox, Shadical, etc., testing glitches that put him at risk of getting banned, and discussing rumors and leaks, and Minecraft also trolling people like Lox, changing things until he notices, installing mods to play it, and auto-building in building competitions. Free Robux scams. I don't want to propagate, but still, this information is disclosed in the context of informing about political schemes. The scam on the cashless Robux has become even more common. There are quite a few different schemes, and there is evidence of various YouTube channels. There are quite a lot of flashy advertisements, but in reality there is zero Robux. Eric Castle. Eric Castle, known on the platform as Eric.Castle, was a chief executive officer, administrator, and senior vice president with an engineering background at Roblox. You will remain active on the site, but rarely play any games. Eric died at age 45 on February 11, 2013. On February 11, 2013, Roblox supporters announced on the Roblox Twitter account that Eric Castle lost his battle with cancer earlier that day at 45 years of age. Keith confirmed late this evening in a post on the forum. Later that day, an addition was made to Bloza. On February 12, 2013, hundreds of Christians gathered at the Eric Castle Memorial to commemorate the death of Eric Castle. A lot of these people dressed up like Eric Castle's character to give his friends some respect. On February 15, 2013, Roblox created a classic shirt under the name Eric's Official Shirt in memory of Eric.Castle. The shirt was taken back for sale after 8 days. Also in memory of Eric Castle, Roblox changed the name of the drop, previously known as Old Drop, to Eric Castle's Drop and put it on sale for a short hour. Then Roblox changed the descriptions of both items too. In honor of our colleague Eric Castle, Roblox has made a significant contribution to cancer research in Eric's name. Thanks to everyone for your dedication and support. At Trav 2014, Roku Eric.Castle appeared online. Shockingly rich Korostuvich V. The Deets said that an unknown Korostuvich had corrupted him, and others said that his younger brother or the Blues had stolen his account. Vykorstanaya Obliko Vogo record, yo children zakalam pleasant explanations. On June 8, 2023, the Cloud record was again marked online through a message that will remove more old Cloud records from appearing online. Acorn hairs. Acorns are the style of Roblox. Voni is popular as a standard avatar. Consider the new look of Roblox. Acorn is a girl with brown hair that looks like an acorn. Just wear a dark shirt and a denim jacket. Corny threading mill. Acorns are one of the most popular Roblox styles. Trolls can use the bacon avatar to troll. They can also serve as alternative accounts for unique bands. Hairs? It's about basic hairstyles, also known as bacon hair. Uacutie Zingle. Uacutie Zingle is a YouTube content creator, TikToker, and gaming personality best known for her eponymous channel. She posts Roblox videos where she roleplays, shows off her fashion, and shares how-tos for unique accessories. She has amassed over 14 million subscribers on the platform. She started making videos at the age of 8 and launched her first YouTube channel in 2014. She debuted on Uacutie Zingle in 2021 with the video A Roblox Story About Greed. Her video, When a Talking Ben Wants to Give You Robux, went viral, garnering over 2 million views. In addition to traditional video content, she also produces viral shorts. I remembered that she once made a shorts video that had audio from her video. Clown Xiao, a social media personality who rose to fame with her YouTube channel Clown Xiao. She was a hacker and Roblox gamer who streamed the game and offered original content on her channel. She also dabbled in comedy and animation. Her videos helped her gain 6 million subscribers before her account was terminated for violating YouTube's policies. Rebooted Rebooted is also a famous blogger on Roblox. She is like a clown who became famous as a hacker, then various edits and animations. The most recent video on her TikTok page is an animation where her avatar as a doll is fed, dried with fat, thrown with a tennis ball, and generally does all sorts of different things. During the editing, Rebooted managed to post this video on TikTok. Make-A-Wish Dominance. Dominus Azurlite is a headgear that was released by Roblox on the marketplace on August 25, 2023. It was donated exclusively by one gamer, who was previously diagnosed with cancer, through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. This is the second Dominus that does not have a description or specific Latin name. The item description is a poem written by one gamer to symbolize life, literally like a roller coaster with gloomy lows and exciting highs. As of February 22, 2024, it has been liked 53,100 times. The item features Skeptic's white face under a hood that is turned the other way than the original, as well as purple fire, smoke particles from the eyes, and feathers. It uses PBR physics-based rendering textures. 17 experiences. Experiences marked 17+ are those that should not be played by children and adolescents who have not reached the specified age. At the same time, adults and adolescents who have reached the age of 17 can play. In principle, some experiences have the ability to use a microphone. There are different tastes. We can say that it is not so boring. Roblox is not game. Yes, I'll refer to a post from 7 years ago. There you can understand that it's a technology platform, all because you can choose experiences. Meme faces. I don't need to explain for a long time how these faces are famous. For example, these 4 faces are the most famous. Morph magic. Morphs are models in Roblox projects that transform the player into their model, usually a famous player or video game character. Typically, non-GUI morphs are a model with a usually red round, square platform in front of it, and if the player steps on the platform, they become the model behind it. These are often used for role-playing games, and some morphs can be scripted into the GUI, where if you press the GUI button for the morph, it will sometimes teleport you to the map, along with the transformation. Another type of these morphs are morphs placed in tubes, color-coded according to their colors, where you press the GUI button that transforms you into a morph suit, commonly found in tycoons and team-based role-playing games. Some morphs give the player special abilities when they transform into the character. For example, if the zebra morph was improved, there could be an improved script where if you press C, it makes you eat grass. Parent reviews. Parental reviews on Roblox are a separate topic. There are quite different reactions. I decided to read it and realize that they didn't understand that you need to be able to look for family-friendly experiences, not just for adults. Parents literally don't understand that there are experiences designed for their child's age, and there are also parental controls in the settings. Roblox sites. Roblox sites are the same type of scam as free Robux. They also promise mountains of gold, but in reality, they are complete bullshit. It's like regular, here's a virtual version. I won't mention their names because I haven't advertised, don't advertise, and won't advertise anything like that. Wrestle Simulator and copies. Wrestle Simulator is a Roblox game that was released on April 14, 2023 by Roblox group Cubo Games. In this game, the player's goal is to fight bosses and train to become one of the strongest arm wrestlers. Arm Wrestle Simulator has equipment such as dumbbells, brushes, punching bags, barbells, and many others to increase strength. As players continue to progress, they can unlock better equipment. Players can also fight bosses to gain victories. With victories, players can hatch pet eggs that help them progress faster. To unlock the next world, players must defeat the final boss of the world they are on and gain enough victories. Various copies have also been created based on this experience. The Min Gamer getting doxxed. The Azuralite Dominator turned out to be a Make-A-Wish item for a user named One-In-Gamer, who recently won his battle with cancer. Anime games. Anime games on Roblox are based on real-life titles. For example, Your Bizarre Adventure is based on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Attack on Titan Revolution is based on Attack on Titan, and so on. Billy is a set that appeared on the marketplace by mphase on August 18, 2023. It was initially available for free. It was removed shortly after its release due to some sizing issues. This happened on the same day. However, on August 21, 2023, mphase released a new set with the same name, which was the same but slightly larger. As of November 16, 2024, it had been purchased 40,938,607 times and added to favorites 172,953 times. Boycott big games. People started boycotting big games on Twitter because Preston has DMCA strikes. It's pretty simple. The cubic shape of the animals in Pet Simulator X.
Life is Roblox.
Life is Roblox. Tate's Journey is a high-quality copy of Life is Roblox by Tate's Journey. The video features Bumblebee, a tune often used in TikTok videos about Andrew Tate. At the very beginning, a preview of the video Lankybox plane is going down, goodbye ... double quotes by AC is shown, with a crown on top of Lankybox's head and the text Lankybox's Journey on the side, referencing the preview from Tate's Journey. At 0:01, there is a transition to the video Toilet vs. Garden of Banban, Funniest Moments, by Lankybox. At 0:02, there is a transition again to the Roblox song. Official Lankybox music video, also by Lankybox, which changes key and is arranged to Bumblebee. Some of the clips feature Bottom G dancing from Brian Michael Hines Bumblebee Dance #bot to MG Brian Michael Hines video. At 0:24, there is a flashback to the Skibidi Toilet vs. Garden of Banban, Funniest Moments video, where instead of the hellish version of Banban, an unknown video of Andrew Tate crawling out of the toilet. In addition, the composer line contains a reference to Top G, Andrew Tate's nickname, and 100 Gex is mentioned, playing on the similarity of the vocals from the Roblox song to 100 Gex compositions. 1Dev2 1Dev2 was a user best known for creating the game Welcome to the Town of Robloxia. After an April Fool's Day incident in 2012, his account was suspended for purchasing an April Fool's Day hat that administrators believed was purchased illegally. He became active on another account under the name 1Dev3. On January 15, 2010, 1Dev2 created the game Welcome to the Town of Robloxia. Its popularity was monumental, receiving over 20 million visits to the site within 3 years, but it only became popular shortly after 1Dev2 was banned. Since the game was not copy protected, many users copied Welcome to the Town of Robloxia. Many users also tried to remake the game, but due to the games not being updated or promoted, they all quickly lost popularity and were shut down. Among these users were Adrian928 and Screw. One of the game's early descriptions noted that Playrobot had developed a magic morph GUI feature that was used to customize the packages on the player's avatar in the game. Many Roblox users enjoyed playing the game during its popular days. Sometime between 2015 and 2016, the game was put on hold for an unknown reason. It has since been largely forgotten, even by some experienced Roblox players. There was no clear reason why 1Dev2's account was terminated. Some users in the Roblox community claimed that 1Dev2 purchased the Eerie Pumpkin head for 2 million Robux during the April Fool's Day incident of 2012, which was misinterpreted by a moderator as an illegal purchase due to the fact that other users' accounts were compromised at the time. Another user claimed that one of the compromised accounts, which was granted admin privileges during the incident, rewarded 1Dev2's account with the aforementioned 2 million Robux and/or rare items, leading to its termination for economic failure on April 4, 2012. After 1Dev2's account was terminated, imposter and fraudulent accounts were created claiming to be created by 1Dev2 A user named Erorkstrom claimed to be OneDev2, but this turned out to be false. Tim DeFichu claimed to be the original creator, although there was little or no evidence to support this. He was also the first to report it, confirming it about an hour after OneDev2's account was terminated. OneDev2 confirmed that his alternate accounts were OneDev3, SK8RDVAN, and the Scrambled Egg. Deadly Dark Dominus. The Deadly Dark Dominus is a hat that was released on the Roblox marketplace on June 14, 2019. It can be obtained by redeeming a limited edition Frostbite General Roblox toy code card purchased at San Diego Comic-Con 2019. The toy is unavailable after SDCC 2019, but the item can still be obtained. It is part of the Dominus series. As of October 30th, 2023, it has been favorited 50,625 times. It is a black hood with a covering on the front that masks the wearer's face. The outline and interior of the hood appear red, although the base remains black. Two crimson circles surrounding a smaller circle amidst a bright red fill are attached to the corners of the hat, visible on the shoulders of the wearer. Finally, 4 crystals protrude from each side. Each crystal gradually transitions from pinkish white to red, ending with a black tip accordingly. On Tap. Roblox on Tap is a Roblox sandbox game for ages 17 and up that revolves around alcoholic beverages. It's a great place for players to socialize via voice chat and drinks. This website is a guide for bartenders. We are a community website about all the drink recipes in Roblox on Tap that anyone, including you, can create and expand. Wikis like this rely on reader engagement and content. Click the Add New Page or Edit button at the top of any page to get started. Roblox. You can understand why this is such a joke. Rollimans. Rolliman is an internet personality and the author of the website of the same name. This is a Roblox fan site to make it easier to learn about Roblox limited edition items and be more informed when trading. He started trading various limited edition items in 2016 and often wanted to learn more about them than he could find. So Rolliman decided to start collecting and storing all the data he could about rare items, and eventually started plotting it on charts to better understand things like the real value of the item, whether a particular item was expected to sell, and its overall investment potential. He has been working on developing his own site for quite some time, hoping to eventually share it with other people, and he is glad that he has finally reached this stage. It took more than a month to create, and it was a real effort. Roblox Meme Review. This is about the video on the Devound channel. It became popular because of its presentation and editing. Roblox Concept. Between 2005 and 2007, Mike Rayhawk worked with designers to develop a visual style for Roblox, a game engine that gave kids a level of control over its content that was, at least at the time, unprecedented. It was probably impossible to force any kind of unified aesthetic onto the Wild West of online gaming, but we wanted to create a style that would differentiate the game from the subdued and boring style associated with construction toys at the time. Roblox was bold, free-form, and action-oriented in ways that companies like LEGO weren't in 2005. A few years after Roblox, I would go back to LEGO to bring their dynamics to life as well. But they have a lot more history, and changes that might have taken a day or two in Roblox would have taken years instead. The icons above are the best example of the direction we were going, sticking to simple shapes and primary colors to sell the kid-friendly construction angle, but with dynamic stars, fisheye effects, and shiny, candy-like glitter. Roblox was targeting a much younger age group when it was still developing its user base and functionality. I really liked that early style, but as the players and engine matured, it gradually became outdated. But they didn't have that childish, colorful, cartoonish direction from day one. Those icons and logo didn't come until a year into the process. This was the first sketch sheet of the Roblox logo in March 2006. The concept process started out very responsibly and seriously, talking about style elements and form language, and what kind of brand message we wanted to convey. These early logo sketches were very similar to how Roblox would eventually evolve in 2017, a designer's emphasis on classic geometry, individual elements on a solid grid, and then little touches of chaos to reflect the dynamism of the game, which at the time was mostly about jumping around and blowing things up with bazookas. None of them had the iconic 2017 slanted square effect of the Roblox slanted square O, but they all moved in the same general direction. The logo concepts didn't come out of nowhere. We started working in 2005 to develop a form language that would be used across Roblox. Whatever combination of classic geometric shapes and beveled squares we ended up with, the hope was that players would be able to look at any element and immediately know that it was Roblox, not just the logo, but also the shapes, website, icons, building blocks, user interface, and any other marketing and product solutions Roblox might create in the future. The heads in the sketch above were the earliest examples of the shape directions we wanted to explore as a starting point. The shapes show where we started exploring. We were focused on differentiating ourselves from existing construction figures, avoiding the flat, blocky shapes of brands like Lego and gravitating towards barrels, bevels, and curves instead. They put a lot of thought into the design of the shapes to give themselves the opportunity to sell Lego-compatible figures closer to the finish line. Fortunately, it didn't go anywhere. We designed these figures for a younger player base in 2006, based on the style and proportions of elementary school toys like Imaginext. By the time Roblox introduced physical toys in 2017, the player base and avatars had matured and gone in a different direction, leading to Robloxian 2.0 avatars and our THRO, a much more successful product line for all ages. The final full-color hand shows that I was still thinking in very toy terms, molded plastic with opaque Lego-style printing. That our tattoo was from another Roblox logo concept that didn't work. Ultimately, the geometric constraints on the minimum spec computers of gamers in 2006 were too tight for this figure model to work. The complex curves required more triangles than the engine could afford, and the low-poly approximation they were able to construct in the engine looked pretty bad. That line of development was scrapped, but the work we did here influenced zeroing on many other design trends throughout 2006. Old-time Roblox players will remember these characters appearing on posters and presentations at Roblox PR and marketing events. Remember those flat-colored textures on the commando hand sketch? They quickly scrapped that idea. To further differentiate themselves from Lego and other existing construction figures, we switched to a much denser texture style. Still sticking to the bright saturated colors and sculptural hair shapes, these figures were designed to fit into the palette of the building block world, but spice it up with a splash of extreme texture. Check out these fashion trends from 2006. Get ready for them to come back into fashion as vintage retro nostalgia in 2026. It was going to be a much wilder look than what we had been aiming for before, and we started thinking about moving away from pure geometry and focusing on creating a sense of unfettered individual expression. With that in mind, our next few website designs had a very different feel than the concepts from the year before. It was still 2006, so we couldn't go too far. We were limited to the rectangular HTML table structures of 2006 and pre-baked animated GIFs. Not the smooth CSS and vector feel of today, and Comic Sans was still the standard font for children's websites. But we did insert skewed and fishy graphics wherever we could, with hand-drawn icons and backgrounds and UI elements. Look at how all those tilted portrait squares foreshadowed the Roblox tilted square O. For the logo, we threw out all the previous year of high-concept work on form language and geometric nuances and just sketched out some random graffiti-style letters. The first appearance of what would eventually become the new Roblox logo was on a random sketch for the funny user rating icons. The team latched onto it, and I continued to redraw it into the site mockups that followed. The team loved the Roblox logo from concept so much that they took the bulky hand-drawn 46OPX GIF directly from the mockup and started using it as is. I was shocked. But as a Silicon Valley startup, they weren't looking for finished, polished perfection. They were in a constant state of moving on to the next iteration and tweaking as they went. Very different from what I was used to at LEGO. A few months later, I convinced them to let me make a cleaned-up vector version that they could use in print and at a higher resolution. But their attention was already on a million other things, and they continued to use the bulky GIF until 2010. Look for the differently shaped hole in the second O. With minor tweaks and improvements over the years, these versions of the logo survived until Roblox's big rebrand in 2017 ahead of their massive IPO. This was my last contribution to the project as a contract designer, moved on to a series of full-time positions at Spin Master and LEGO over the next few years. I kept in touch with the team over the next decade, but contractual restrictions and non-compete clauses with my various new employers meant that circumstances never aligned for me to do more Roblox work. Alone drama. To put it briefly, it's about the drama that unfolded around Alone. Lag test. What is lag? This is when the game seems to stutter or slow down, which can make players seem to be moving in jerky motions in the game world. This is usually a sign of a slow game or a poor connection. Here are a few things to look out for when trying to troubleshoot lag. Network lag. This type of lag occurs when your internet connection to Roblox is slow or unstable. This causes other players to move in the world in jerky motions in an unpredictable manner, or causes in-game actions to take an unusually long time to complete. Graphics lag. If your device is not powerful enough to play Roblox, this often results in stuttering, intermittent visuals. In this situation, check your Roblox graphics level. While playing, open the in-game menu by pressing the S key. Go to Settings. You can check your Roblox graphics level under the Graphics section. To lower the level, first toggle Graphics Quality Auto to Off. Then make the necessary adjustments to lower your level. Lower graphics levels will reduce some of the image rendering quality, but it also means your device has to work less to run Roblox and may result in a better experience. System lag. If lowering the graphics quality doesn't improve the situation, check to see if your device is running other high-powered applications. If so, try closing any unnecessary applications to make sure they aren't using system resources that Roblox may need to run properly. Driving Empire. Driving Empire is a Roblox experience that has become popular due to the following factors. 1. Realistic driving and racing simulation. 2. Over 200 cars to choose from. 3. Licensed brands like McLaren, Porsche, Audi, Koenigsegg, and more. 4. Explore unlimited tuning possibilities. 5. Race and compete with friends. 6. Show off your cars at public events. Invisibility Cloak. The Cloak of Invisibility is an item that can be purchased from the Points shop, and as the name suggests, it makes you invisible. It is purple mixed with black, and when used, it emits a light purple smoke that disappears after a short time. Although you are invisible, you can still feel the effects of any spell if it is cast on you. PEKUGC. The ultimate creativity that has emerged from user-generated content UGC since its integration into Roblox. You'll be the first to see it here. Your own opinions will be expressed. Roblox 3.0. The male and female body packs, formerly known as Robloxian 3.0, are the successors to the Robloxian 2.0 body pack. New accounts on Roblox are now created with this body, along with the default clothing. It is the first face included when joining. They are both among the most common packs on Roblox. The female figure's hair has a brown hairstyle with a bun at the back, and can also be obtained when creating an account with the female gender selected. The male figure's hair has brown hair with a combed and fresh style. It was not originally included when joining, but was later added to the inventory. Instead of being selected as part of the default avatar, the hair is the join hair for males. Although the packs have separate faces, they are not selected when new players join. However, the packs can be purchased on the marketplace. The male and female packs were introduced on Roblox in 2012 for 175 Robux. 2 years later, In July 2014, new players began generating them by wearing these packs, which could be removed and replaced with the default one. To promote the new packs, Roblox started for blogs showcasing the pack with concept art and then published 2 videos showcasing the packs. The price dropped for the new packs to 25 Robux and then became free. As of October 2014, approximately 1 million of both bodies had been taken or generated per account. The male has thick arms, a bulging chest, rectangular legs, and a masculine face. The female has thin arms, a calm face, a thin torso, and club-shaped legs. The faces included have been described by the community as creepy and disturbing. The female pack was the only pack to feature a visible butt, which some users considered to be the best part, but was removed on May 4, 2017 due to user criticism. The male has thick arms, a bulging chest, rectangular legs, and a masculine face. The female has thin arms, a calm face, a thin torso, and club-shaped legs. The faces included have been described by the community as creepy and disturbing. The female pack was the only pack to feature a visible butt, which some users considered to be the best part, but was removed on May 4, 2017 due to user criticism. When scaled to throw proportions, the male pack appears larger and fatter, while the female pack appears taller and thinner. Like other Roblox packs, the male and female packs have historically received a lot of criticism in the Roblox community. Most players who prefer 1.0 and 2.0 have reacted with disgust to the bodies. Several users have noted that the pack closely resembles Lego and KRYO figures. Similar to the criticism of Robloxian 2.0, many of the clothes stretch when applied. It has received a significant increase in dislikes compared to 2.0. The faces have been disliked for their inhuman appearance. Although they are not liked, Roblox staff are trying their best to promote the package even by changing the appearance of the Roblox account to resemble 3.0 instead of guest. The player type is also extremely common, even more common than the 1.0 and 2.0 player types, resulting in the former being somewhat rare and the latter being extremely rare. Sorkus. Sorkus is a well-known former Roblox administrator. He is also known for being the owner of the Knights of Redcliffe group, whose name and logo are the namesakes of numerous items released in the Redcliffe series. Sorkus joined Roblox in 2011 as a software engineer and has held various positions at Roblox, including Engineering Manager 2012 to 2014, Director of Product Development 2015 to 2019, and Vice President of Product Management 2019-2022. Sorkus was also responsible for programming many of the gear released to the marketplace around mid to late 2012. In addition to being an administrator, Sorkus is also widely considered to be a troll. A 2013 egg hunt egg called Sorkus Egg was based on his character and hatched into Sorkus Stool. He was also known for trolling the forums when they still existed. One example of this is a thread on the Scripters forum. The person asks if Merely and Saranak are the same person, and Merely replies that no, they are not. Sorkus then responds differently, claiming that Merely and Saranak are the same person. This is one of many examples of his trolling. Deepak Pajit Murali Sorkus Chandrasekaran was born in India and received a bachelor's degree in Information Technology and Computer Science from the College of Engineering SEG in Chennai, India, in 2008. After graduating from CEG in 2008, he moved to the United States to pursue a master's degree in Computer Science and Entertainment Technology from Carnegie Mellon University. Prior to working at Roblox, Sorkus was a software intern for the game engine Panda 3D from May to August 2009 and for ARAL, an AR experience builder, from June 2010 to December 2010. He has also developed a number of projects for coursework, including a content-aware image resizing tool, a login called Magic for the Building Virtual Worlds project course at Carnegie Mellon University, a third-person shooter called Electropocalypse for the Pittsburgh Wild Pockets Game Jam, and an AI library called Pandai and a plugin called Pandays for the Panda 3D game engine. After working on Roblox, he founded a gaming company called Nuriel. Gert. Gert is a shoulder accessory that was released on the Roblox marketplace on August 2, 2018. It was awarded as a reward during the Roblox Summer Tournament 2018. As of February 5, 2024, it has been favorited 55,400 times. During the Roblox Summer Tournament 2018 of the game Freeze Tag, players had to win a round playing as a runner in the Catch-Up Apocalypse game mode to earn the Gert. Headpets. Headpets is a Roblox creator who has many different bases for avatars, faces, clothes, and accessories. Hack Week. Roblox Hackathon, or simply Hackathon, is an annual competition held at Roblox headquarters. As stated by Roblox, it allows Roblox employees to work on anything, with the sole purpose of improving what our fans see and use on Roblox in the near future. The first hackathon took place on Christmas Day 2011, and the resulting demos were soon posted on the Roblox blog. Since then, only a few demos deemed most impressive or noteworthy by Roblox employees have been published on the blog. Some of the hackathon demos were not used in the Roblox client, website, or Roblox Studio, and some were eventually integrated for use in some capacity, such as the 2014 hackathon demo called Character Attachment Points, created by CodeWriter, a possible inspiration or precursor to the accessory update, or in full, such as the game universes, which were originally a 2011 hackathon demo created by J. Figure Campos. Figure Campos is one of the famous Roblox personalities. Periastrons. The Periastron series is a futuristic sword-like weapon with a variety of colors and themed accessories. They can be considered Roblox's version of lightsabers, which have unique in-game abilities such as in Catalog Heaven, as well as passive visual effects, mostly sparkles, that activate when held. They instantly kill most enemies. These swords are often sold as limited edition unique items, with starting prices ranging from 1,000 to 2,000 Robux, with the exception of the Azure Periastron. All of these swords have a common descriptive phrase that begins with the phrase "a sword used by warriors to fight name of creature in space." As of January 23, 2019, there were 12 Periastron swords on the market, 10 of which were limited edition uniques. One was a regular limited edition, and one was a broken limited edition unique. There were also 4 Periastron crowns and 2 other Periastron-themed accessories. On January 11, 2019, Roblox updated all Periastron swords, adding new in-game special abilities that can be activated by pressing the Q key on the keyboard. Additionally, the non-seasonal Periastron line forces the player to assume a certain pose if the sword is equipped on their avatar running R15, although little else has happened since then. These Periastrons have additional decorations that correspond to the season or holiday they were created for, and also have their own unique particle effects instead of sparkles. They do not support the mainline series and do not support the Rainbow Periastron passive effects in any way. Thick legs. I don't need to go into detail about this being a separate type of leg in Roblox. Green bacon. Here is the green version of the shirt for the bacon dude in Roblox. Termers. To put it too briefly, it's all related to Roblox terms. Fake Roblox links. Fake Roblox links are also a type of scam. Shovelware's Brain Game. Brain Game by Shovelware is a round-robin comedy game show created by Shovelware Systems, an alternative group by Shovelware Studios in collaboration with Smart Technologies. The game was created on November 12, 2021 and released on March 10, 2023. Each round, up to 6 players take turns choosing one of 3 random categories. A question from the chosen category is asked with 4 answer options. Each player can answer, but the player who chose the category will receive 10 points for a correct answer, while the others will receive points based on their speed, with the fastest player receiving 5 points or 10 points if the contestant whose turn it was answered incorrectly, and everyone else receiving 1 point less. At the end of the round, the player with the most points wins and receives a grand prize. Sometimes a special sound is played before the question, announcing a bonus prize, which is received by everyone who answers correctly. The game show is hosted by a dancing banana and the questions are read by the announcer. Some of the questions are visual with special guest Bordy the smart board coming out from backstage to show a picture for the question. Funny interruptions occur throughout the round, such as an audience character talking to the host, a battery falling on a random contestant, or the podium lighting up, followed by a technical difficulty screen. The shop is located near the stage. Players can use it to purchase podiums, textiles, and ringtones for coins. They can equip them next to the shop. The shop is updated after each round with new items. The grand and bonus prizes from the previous round can be purchased for 299 coins each by players who missed them. UGC items from the group can also be purchased in the shop. Coins are earned by answering questions correctly, winning a repeat prize, or purchased with Robux in the coin shop. Let's make a deal. Let's Make a Deal, often abbreviated as LMAD, was a section on Roblox dedicated to discussing trades and making deals with other users. UMAD had over 37 million total posts and around 5.6 million topics. This made it the most popular forum on Roblox. Let's Make a Deal was located in the clubs category of the Roblox forums. Like the clans and guilds forum, LMAD received significant criticism for the fact that a large portion of its topics were off-topic. UMAD's primary purpose was to buy and sell limited and limitated items at the best possible prices. In Let's Make a Deal, players often used it to barter and negotiate trade deals and prices for limited and limitated items. After negotiating deals, players used the trading system to buy and sell items. Another big topic of discussion on Let's Make a Deal was the way players set prices for many items, both new and used. Many and limited transactions have also taken place in LMAD, including group sales and exchanges between items, Robux, and real money, despite violating the rules. Understanding LMAD jargon can be difficult for those unfamiliar with the subforum. A list was posted by Resemblox listing common terms and abbreviations, but was later removed due to obsolescence. Roblox Faster. Revolver speed loaders are designed to make reloading much faster, as they reload all the cartridges at once instead of loading them one at a time, as is the usual practice. They are usually a device that is shaped somewhat like the letter T and usually has 6 notches to accommodate the bottom of the cartridge. Other designs include half-moon clips and full-moon clips. They are commonly used by sports shooters to make reloading much faster and speed up the time. The most common release mechanisms include a rotating bolt, an open side for the cartridges to slide out, and a pressure-activated bolt. The first known types of revolver speed loaders were separate cylinders that users would replace to speed up reloading. This was first seen on black powder revolvers such as the Remington Model 1858, with a lever under the barrel that made it easier to remove the cylinder. However, this was not very practical, as cylinders were not usually sold separately from the revolver. The first modern rapid loading device is attributed to William G. Bell in 1879. I love it Roblox reference. I love it Roblox reference is the same clip, which is actually based on the Lil Pump and Kanye West clip of the same name. Clockwork. Alex Quach, known as Clockwork, is a former Roblox administrator. He was a summer intern at Roblox until 2007 and returned for another internship in the summer of 2008. After completing his summer internship in 2008, he went to work for Blizzard Entertainment as a programmer and was promoted to additional programming on StarCraft II: Wings of Liberty. He is currently the lead software engineer at ARC, a company that makes electric boats. Clockwork has gone through many periods of inactivity and sudden activity. Shortly after his summer internship in 2008, his password was guessed and he was deleted. After his account was unlocked around December 13, 2010, he temporarily returned to Roblox around August 3, 2011. His password was guessed again, deleted, and eventually unlocked. He later reappeared in January 2015, sold some of his limited edition items, then went inactive again. He returned in May 2017, but it is unknown whether he was actually Clockwork. He was later deleted at an unknown date for an unknown reason, possibly due to being compromised. His account was later unblocked and was used by Roblox employees as one of several accounts to upload UGC items to the marketplace for testing. One of Clockwork's most famous projects was Roblox HQ, where people could post to forums, use his level calculator, and many other features. The fan site was shut down in 2011. Two of Clockwork's locations, Duck and Satellite, are made up of numerous C-shaped bricks. Many users believe that each of his locations has at least 100 C-shaped bricks and that it took him about a month to build both locations. Some evidence suggests that they were also imported into Roblox using scripts he created. Mr. Doombringer. Cliff Doombringer Chapman was a former image moderator, forum moderator, and former super moderator on Roblox from 2007 to 2014, and a former intern administrator in the summer of 2013. He also shared the position of system operator on the Roblox developer wiki, then called Roblox Wiki, with administrators Eurison Sparks and Gordon Rocks to. He stepped down from his administrative role on Roblox on September 14, 2014. On February 7, 2019, he announced that he had rejoined Roblox, working in internal development. As of January 16, 2025, he is currently a senior software engineer at Roblox. He typically moderated the Roblox Talk and off-topic forums. During his internship, he focused on improving internal moderation tools, moderating, and providing a smoother experience on Roblox. He also developed an automated solution for Roblox testing during that time. Several items on Roblox have been inspired by it. In 2008, Shedletsky paid tribute to Doombringer's active moderation by retexturing the agonizingly ugly bucket of doom and creating Doombringer's Doombringer. On August 2, 2016, the same hat was transferred to a Roblox account. In 2012, a bundle called the Doombringer was also created. #BringNatBilly. It was a bit of a scandal because NatBilly was removed. That's why the hashtag was quite popular in the Roblox community. AI thumbnails Dolly 3. You could see it more than once. They are immediately written in ChatGPT. Trends are trends, but still I think that they do not provide jobs for creative people who could do better. In that regard, first listen, what's the difference, AI or not? And then why is there some garbage in my recommendations? So you understand what I mean? Gooby Dalun. Gooby Dalun is a fairly well-known hacker on Roblox. He has a print of his avatar. Egg hunts. Egg hunts, originally known as extravaganzas and egg drops, were special events where eggs were scattered around one or more games for players to find. Each egg was unique and had its own method of obtaining. Egg hunts were introduced in April 2008, discontinued in April 2020, rebranded as Metaverse Champions in April 2021, and rebranded again as The Hunt in March 2024. Some eggs became limited items, usually if they were the hardest to find, and their price ranged from 200 Robux to 1,500 Robux. With some of the rarest selling for 500,000, they are very rare. Usually less than 200 exist in the Avatar store. 2006, 2007, 2009, and 2011 were the only years where there were no egg hunts or egg drops, until 2021, when the egg hunt was replaced by Metaverse Champions. During the Metaverse Champions event, there was an egg called the Tiny Egg of Non-Existence. The egg was created as a Telemon troll during the 2008 extravaganza. This egg was the last one released by Roblox until the Infinite Egg and Vault Raider Jetpack were released during the Hunt, first edition, almost 3 years later. If you look at the main game hub for Metaverse Champions, you can see an icon with the description "Goodbye," effectively confirming that there will be no future official egg hunt events. On March 22nd, a rocket arrived at the event hub. Inside was the Infinite Egg. It required 100 badges to obtain, but was later changed to 95 due to some experiences not being available in some locations. There was also the Vault Raider Jetpack, an exclusive gift card item that could only be obtained during the hunt event. Egg Basket. This item was used in the 2010 egg drop. It was given to all Builders Club members. It allowed you to keep an unlimited number of eggs in your inventory. If you didn't have BC, you could only keep 6 unique eggs. Identifier 2010. This item was used to determine how many of each egg were in the location you were playing. Egg Compass. This item pointed to the rarest egg in the location you were in. Bad Bunny. This item allowed you to create fake exploding eggs. Magic Bunny. This item allowed you to jump to great heights. Egg Phone. This item displayed a list of all eggs from the 2020 Egg Hunt event, as well as hints for the objectives for obtaining eggs. Catapult. This equipment allowed the launch of explosive tabby eggs, which upon exploding would spawn several fake non-collectible black cat eggs which would disappear after a few seconds, but rarely spawned a real tabby egg in the game Egg Hunt 2016. Sootard Story Games. Stuart unintentionally spelled Sootard is a fictional Roblox character, originally created by Roblox user Popcorn Lady 1238, later featured in one of Flamingo's videos, here as Stuart. Sootard has a bacon hair appearance. He wears a stereotypical blue and black motorcycle shirt and dark green jeans. His skin is institutional white. Sootard is a weak, cowardly, and illiterate individual in his debut sad story. Sootard may have some or none of these traits in other sad stories and can occasionally use powerful abilities to kill anyone who gets in his way. This is one of the most powerful interpretations of Sootard. It is part of the UTG Ultimate Trolling GUI admin commands created by Lord_Phantasmagoria Kickback. It is unknown how Sootard gained this power, but there is a strong suggestion that some kind of ritual is involved when entering this form. When Sootard is in this form, he has wings made of solar energy and his voice is distorted. Abilities: Flight, Super Speed, Blaken, a blade made of bacon that can cut through Roblox characters like a knife through bacon. Taunt: Sootard holds a floating bacon and says, "What is it? Scared." Stunning Jump: Sootard stomps the ground, stunning everyone around him. Flake Fragmentation: Sootard launches a box of bacon cereal that explodes. Serial Killer: Sootard pulls out a box of bacon cereal and begins to shoot deadly flakes from it. After 3 seconds, a sunbeam emerges from the box. Karmic Retribution: Sootard summons a bully who starts spamming insults at the enemy and then disappears. Father's Vengeance: Sootard calls his father to him. If anyone gets too close, Father will hit them so hard that their body parts will fly apart. Nova: Sootard flies into the air and turns into a star, then releases solar flares at all Roblox characters on the map. When he kills all players in the game, he explodes into a supernova. In a side story of Sootard's series, Green Screen Man ends up being killed by Trados with a surprise knife attack. Sootard gains Green Screen Man's powers. In the next story, the core of the creep explodes and the fragments are scattered across the ground. They need to find the fragments after the last fragment is in the vast sky. Rust_10 kills the final boss. LBC light beneath closed eyes. This scene engages Sootard so much that in a fit of panic and desperation, he awakens the powers of Green Screen Man. He supercharges his energy with a final move of 200% quintessential green. He ends up destroying the creep's core, but is left alone with only himself and his father. This story then leads to Sootard's death. Abilities: Flight, Super Speed, Super Strength, Green Orb. Sootard summons a neon green fireball. Green Shield: Sootard summons a neon green shield that can block almost anything. Green Blade: Sootard summons a neon green energy sword that can pierce almost anything. Tenacious Green: Sootard launches an exploding green ball that has built-in blue dot NVIRI Descent Killer. Sootard summons a barrage of green balls. Tag Team: Sootard summons a green energy minion that attacks enemies. Quintessential Green: Sootard flies into the air and begins charging a supermassive green ball, which will create a hole the size of a meteorite when released. Roblox on the PlayStation. According to official information from Roblox, It is available on PlayStation 4 and 5. Natural Disaster Survival. Natural Disaster Survival is a turn-based survival experience created by Stickmaster Luke. The space currently occupied by Disaster Survival was home to two other games from March 2008 to November 2011, when the experience name was updated to Disaster Testing. The full experience was released on December 4, 2011. The game requires players to survive 13 different disasters across 22 preset maps that spawn each round on an elevated green island. The experience reached 1 billion visits on February 25, 2020, 2 billion on June 19, 2022, and 3 billion on June 12, 2024. When players enter the game, they are greeted by a tutorial GUI and a spawn point on a tower. At the spawn tower, they can watch the disaster strike the island from a safe distance while waiting for the next round. When a round begins, a random map asterisk is selected and players are teleported to the island. Upon arrival, players have about 40 seconds to prepare for a random disaster asterisk, which is not revealed to the player until it begins. If they survive the round, they will be sent back to the spawn tower, and their username will be displayed in the survivor list GUI that appears at the end of each round. To increase the difficulty, a fall damage script is present to damage players if they hit an object from a long distance. If the player stops accelerating, the script does not harm the player. If a player dies during a round, they will be sent back to the spawn tower until the next round. Here are the 13 current disasters in Natural Disaster Survival. Disasters can be predicted by observing the weather before they begin. Different disaster rounds have different durations. Gacha Online. Gacha Online RP is a 2D role-playing game developed by Snowdustive. The game is based on the mobile games Gacha Life and Gacha Club from Lunim. The concept of the game belongs to Len Totally, a gaming YouTuber, Gacha YouTuber, and founder of a GachaTuber group called Gacha Stars. While developing Gacha Club, he made a joke about it to Lunim's founder, Looney, on April Fool's Day. Toilet Tower Defense. Toilet Tower Defense is a tower defense experience from Talentric Development, developed by Talentric and IMA Vanberks. As of October 2024, the game has garnered over 5 billion views. The game was taken down on September 22, 2023 due to copyright issues. However, it was reinstated on October 9th. It has participated in the Hunting, First Edition, Classics, Ghost, and Winter Spotlight events. The gameplay is similar to many other tower defense games. Players can play on one of 6 maps, where they must defend a base from enemy toilets using a variety of towers such as clocks, drills, TVS, speakers, and cameras, which are made up of men and women. After defeat or victory, triumph, players receive currency to purchase better and stronger towers, units through the gacha system. Life in Paradise. Life in Paradise is a role-playing experience created by fans of Adopt and Raise. Life in Paradise is a role-playing game. Players spawn in the center of a map, from where there are 4 paths to start the game. Users can choose to side with babies, teens, adults, or pets. By choosing one of these, users are transformed into the corresponding role. Players in the community receive free in-game items. On January 14, 2025, Life in Paradise was hacked, after which the administrator began changing the map and skybox to evasive stickers, while playing music, mostly evasive as well. It was later confirmed that this was a username reset from the account of Flamingo YouTuber Ginashutups Fiank in order to steal the administrator who was in the game's scripts. Recordings can be found on YouTube, and from January 14th to 16th, these map changes could sometimes still be found on the servers. Free admin games. Free admin games in Roblox are a type of game where players are given free access to administrative commands. In regular games, admin commands are only available to developers or privileged users, but in free admin games, they are available to all or almost all players. Add me Roblox Tinder. Add me Roblox Tinder. It literally has the logic of dating sites. but here you have to evaluate players by avatars. At the same time, it is created mostly for adult users in Roblox. Welcome to the town of Robloxia. Welcome to the town of Robloxia is a role-playing game created by OneDev2 on January 15, 2010. The game is set in a city known as Robloxia Town, where players can find jobs, buy houses, and role-play with others. After OneDev2's account was terminated, the game was supposed to be unlocked. The game was last updated on April 2, 2014, and was submitted for review around 2017. Welcome to the town of Robloxia is considered one of the most iconic classic games on the Roblox platform, having garnered over 36 million visits before it was submitted for review. The game once held the title of the most visited game on Roblox until it was surpassed by Base Wars, The Land. The game is also considered to have inspired other RPGs, such as the Neighborhood RP by Q_Q. A similar game, Welcome to the City of Robloxia, was also created by OneDev2, which is set in a city rather than a town, but shares many aspects with Welcome to the Town of Robloxia. Following the April Fool's incident in 2012, OneDev2's account was terminated due to the account's involvement. It was revealed that he had previously created an account called OneDev3 in 2009. On this account, he created the game Robloxity, which is considered a successor to Welcome to the Town of Robloxia. On June 4, 2019, OneDev3 re-released Welcome to the Town of Robloxia on a different page. This game was created by OneDev2 on January 15, 2010. Following the April Fool's incident in 2012, OneDev2's account was terminated due to the account's involvement. The game remained mostly intact, but on June 14, 2012, the game was changed to the starting map because Valdez forestall the game's resources and placed them in his game, which ended up on the main page. Around 2017, the game was submitted for review. The game takes place in a small town called Robloxia Town. It has a police station, a fire department, a medical clinic, and other industrial and commercial private companies. These businesses include a tower, a fire station, a gas station, a factory, a shopping mall, a small airport that is only for VIPs, a school, and a news headquarters. After the termination of OneDev2's account, Welcome to the Town of Robloxia was re-released in another game, OneDev3, on June 4, 2019. Since the game was set to be unlocked and not under OneDev2's control at the time due to the termination of his account, many users copied the game, usually modifying the game with changes to the gameplay style as well as additions. Most of these copied games are called Get a Job, Buy a House, Be Rich, and Adopt and Raise a Cute Baby. In 2011, Valdez created a copy of WTTTOR, which was visited 2.7 million times and once occupied the main page of the Roblox game. The game is currently under review. In January 2014, Julius Scolas created a place called Adjective Town of Robloxia, which hit the main page in the summer of 2014. The place was the same as WTTTOR, but contained several free models added by Julius. He also had a copy on his old account Julius505. The Julius Scolas 2 version also has about 2,000 more upvotes and 8,000 more downvotes, meaning that more players are visiting Julius Scolas 2's game recently than the original. Strangers222 created a game called Different Town of Robloxia. Unlike the original, it did not have a job selection GUI. It has 9 additional buildings, and there is another additional model near the school, a playground. The school has an additional school bus, and the factory truck has been moved near the target model. Like Valdez 4, all the add-ons from the original are just freebies that ride on the previous success. This version is still played today, and usually has at least 30 unique players, with over 2.7 million visits. The game can be found here. Different Town of Robloxia development of this version ended on July 29, 2014. In 2013, a user named Jan Laurie created a game called Roblox Town. It was a regular base game until it was released, and he copied the entire game with a few additions. The game received 15 million visits, which was very popular and liked by many, and it became more popular than the original game. Gianlari's account was terminated for unknown reasons. Some say it was because he used clickbait ads and inappropriate models. Notable additions: Cologne. Additional jobs such as teen, racer, farmer, adding cars, especially racing ones, renaming regular buildings. For example, Roblox Mart to Walmart and restaurant to KFC. Expanding the map by adding more houses and more public buildings, adding a shop for changing hair, changing face and changing shirt in front of new big houses. Changing names in the role-playing game unknown when development was completed. There are 2 copies of the game besides the Gianlari game, called Welcome to the Town of Robloxia and Have a Family in the Town of Robloxia respectively. The first was a simple copy for others to enjoy due to the discontinuation of the game by one dev too. But the second, like Roblox Town Gianlari, was also a game with additions, but not as large as Gianlari. It had an additional car shop, 2 additional jobs, and renaming of common buildings, such as turning the restaurant into McDonald's. Changing names in the role-playing game unknown when development was completed. There are 2 copies of the game besides the Gianlari game, called Welcome to the Town of Robloxia and Have a Family in the Town of Robloxia respectively. The first was a simple copy for others to enjoy due to the discontinuation of the game by one dev too, but the second, like Roblox Town Gianlari, was also a game with additions, but not as large as Gianlari. It had an additional car shop, 2 additional jobs, and renaming of common buildings, such as turning the restaurant into McDonald's. As of 2018, Stardon is working on an update to the game, using new Roblox features such as the new terrain system, textures, and dynamic lighting. It also fixes issues inherent to the original version, such as the GUI not displaying on mobile devices. Development of this version ended in April 2018. A remake of the game by Andrew 7643 was made. Unlike the Julia Scolescu version, this version does not use free models. Development of this version ended in May 2019. 2 Roblox users named Tailspan2491 and XGhostHilux1193 created another variation of Welcome to the Town of Robloxia, which has modernized graphics, a new GUI, bug fixes, and more features. Super Town of Robloxia development of this version has stopped. See Robloxia V2. In April 2020, Zombipo started their own version of WTTTOR, which has not yet been officially named. Using the original location as a template, they replace each model with their own updated version. Quote, I intend to keep the core nostalgia. This location can be found here, and the Trello can be found here. This version is still in development. In April 2021, XGhostHilux1193 started his own remaster of WTTTR called Robloxia V2. It features modern graphics, textures, new cars, 3-story houses, new buildings, new interiors, weather conditions, and a mobile-friendly interface. Survivor. Survivor is a game based on the reality show of the same name. It was developed by Peak Precision Studios, owned by Gotch Galaxy. On September 17, 2020, the game was removed due to DMCA violations. As a result, players are no longer able to access it. After the game was removed, its sequel, Outlaster, was released on October 9, 2020, maintaining a similar format to Survivor. The game begins with 20 players on a ship heading to an island. Jeff, the host, invites players to choose captains for 2 or 3 tribes. After choosing, the captains take turns choosing members of their tribes. Once everyone is chosen, the players arrive on the island. On the island, players can chat, even whispering, with one player by using the appropriate command or by clicking on the recipient's name in the chat. However, you will only hear players when you are nearby. Another option on the island is to search for an immunity idol or other perks in the bushes. If you stray, you'll miss conversations, so searching for an idol can be risky. Perks can be passed on to other players. After the time limit on the island is up, players compete in a challenge to stay in the game. If the tribe wins or after a merge, one player wins, the winners gain immunity, while the rest become vulnerable at Tribal Council. Tribal Council is where players must choose who will leave the game. Players are given a list of players to choose from in turn. This could be someone who is dragging the tribe down or someone who threatens your own strategy. After the vote, Jeff suggests using the perk before the count. Regardless of whether the perk is used or not, Jeff announces the results of the tribe's vote, and the player with the most votes is eliminated. If Redemption Island is active, players who have been eliminated from the game compete against each other for a chance to return to the game. The duel begins during Tribal Council when there are at least 2 players on the island. The cycle continues until the very end when 3 players remain in the game. That's when the jury, the players who were recently eliminated from the game, will decide who deserves to win, based on how they played. After the jury has cast their votes, players will move to Ponderosa, the game lobby, to announce the winner. Blocks Fruit Us. Blocks Fruits Us get their name from what they do, and are mysterious fruits that can be found in various locations throughout the game. When eaten, the consumer gains supernatural powers, with each fruit having its own unique power. Ragdoll Engine. Due to the game's popularity, it became more vulnerable to hacks and exploits. In mid-2021, the game was hacked and the base plate was removed, rendering the game largely unplayable. The game was closed privately on June 24, 2021. It was later announced that the game would receive an update, which was scheduled to be released in July 2021. However, the update was heavily delayed. In late 2021, another announcement was made stating that the game would remain closed until further notice. On April 13, 2022, the game's name was changed to single quotes, single quotes, and both the thumbnail and description were removed. On September 24, 2022, the game was reopened and unlocked for copying. The game's name was restored, but the description and thumbnail were changed. The creator of the Ragdoll engine stated that this was the last update to the game, as he simply lost interest in it. The game has since been renamed Dumb Ragdoll Game and made private, receiving its last update on May 29, 2023. Since the game was made private, developers have released thousands of remakes of the game, including Free Admin, Ragdoll Engine, and many others. 1337. Guest 1337 is a survivor who can be obtained by paying $500. He has a variety of defensive abilities to kill the assassin on the spot, as well as a leadership character that protects his allies from damage. Guest 1337 has a maximum health of 115 and 3 abilities: block, dash, and strike, parry. His walking speed is a standard 12, and his running speed is 24. His maximum stamina is 100, and his stamina regeneration is 20 per second, and his stamina loss is 10 per second. He is a blue-haired soldier with stubble on his chin and has a serious and leadership character, but with a great sense of selflessness. Remembering a war that was long ago and being the last of his kind from destruction, he takes on whatever the Forsaken throws at him with strength and determination. Y2K avatars. Y2K is a style in Roblox that revolves around the fashion of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Microsoft rewards free Robux. It's quite simple here. If you have a computer or laptop with Windows, it means that you have a browser called Microsoft Edge installed. There you can find a section called Rewards. There you need to type a question into the search bar. There are also additional questions to get bonuses in order to get codes for official Robux. Club Iris. Club Iris is a social club and experience created by Infamous Productions. It was first founded in late 2018 by Fidetimize, but its ownership was transferred to Soulgem in May 2019. It was the most popular club game on Roblox until Salon de Fiestas was released in 2021. When Soulgem launched Club Iris in beta on Infamous Productions, Fidetimize's original version of Club Iris became a test server for the game. The beta phase of Club Iris ended in March 2021. Players can socialize, dance, and listen to music in a party atmosphere. There are two PvP zones adjacent to the main dance floor, a sword fighting arena on the left and a laser tag arena on the right. The loft upper level can be accessed with a VIP game pass. The lounge below the dance floor can be accessed with a lounge access game pass. Hotel rooms can be accessed upstairs using the elevators in the club's entrance hallway. Players can claim a hotel room if they have an Iris Hotel Game Pass. The game's primary currency is coins, which can be used to purchase items in the store, such as gear and food. Coins can be earned from daily rewards or by spending Robux. Levels are a number that each player has that represents their loyalty to Club Iris. Players earn a level every 60 seconds they spend in Club Iris, by default. This 60-second cooldown can be shortened by owning a triple-level rate game pass or by being a member of Infamous Productions. Level 2500 grants free VIP access, while level 5000 grants free access to the lounge. Club Iris hosted an in-game event for Puerto Rican music artist Mora from July 14, 2023 to July 16, 2023. The event promoted his recent album Paraíso. There were 3 UGC accessories that could be obtained by completing tasks in Club Iris. Mora's hat, obtained by synchronizing dance animations with at least 5 other players. Mora's sunglasses, obtained by collecting 5 sunnies that appeared on the dance floor. Mora's pendant, obtained by collecting the letters M, O, R, hidden around the map. Were groups. Military formations are a way of dividing, distributing, or organizing your troops. Military groups can be assigned to and commanded by generals. Blade Ball copies. We can say that Blade Ball has become so famous that there is more than one copy of it. Speed Run 4. Speed Run 4 is a speed running experience created by Verse on October 20, 2014. The main objective of the game is to quickly complete various maps and race against time. Each level has its own map, and they become more difficult as you progress. Before the donut update, you received gems now replaced with cash, which you use to buy pets and unlock new levels. Cash can be earned by selling the energy you get, while running energy is boosted by pets. And this update caused a lot of controversy for each level you completed. These accumulated each time you played, so players could replay levels to earn an infinite amount of gems. In May 2018, Verse updated the game, replacing the cards with stars and adding level selection, trails, gems, dimensions, which are reskins of the 30 classic levels, not counting the new 15 classic levels added to Classic World in the Donut update, and more. As of 2024, the game has 45 levels and several worlds. Dimensions are still playable but are now labeled as a world. For example, Moon World is Moon Dimension, etc. Although you need to complete Classic World to unlock them, but this only unlocks Moon World, after which you need to complete Moon World to unlock the next world, etc. Mega Fun Obby. Mega Fun Obby, formerly The Hunger Games, is an obby game with approximately 2,805 levels, developed by Blockchain and Ratsong. The objective of the game is for players to complete various stages on a long obstacle course, jumping over blocks to avoid failure and touching deadly blocks. Mega Fun Obby is one of the longest obby games in Roblox. Roblox Nerf Guns. Nerf Roblox blasters are official Hasbro products based on Roblox. The blasters are inspired by various popular games on Roblox. They are manufactured by the toy brand Nerf. They first appeared in online catalogs in early 2021. On April 13, 2021, it was officially announced that they would be released in the fall of 2021. On July 29, 2021, an event called Nerf Hub was held to promote these products. Roblox World Headquarters. Roblox World Headquarters is a Roblox experience designed by Shedletsky and uploaded via the account Builderman. Builderman also added it to his showcase of places. Roblox World Headquarters was originally Builderman's starter place, but was updated by Shedletsky in November 2006, This update transformed Builderman's starter place into Roblox World Headquarters. Roblox World Headquarters has two buildings, presumably based on the Petronas Towers in Malaysia, so they have a bridge connecting one building to the other. Each of them contains model administrators such as Builderman, Shedletsky, and Matt Dusek. The place provides players with several brick battle tools, bombs, rockets, and jet boots. However, the buildings do not have regeneration scripts, meaning that if the player destroys them, they will not regenerate, which can cause lag across all parts of the buildings. There is also an updated Roblox headquarters. Although it cannot be destroyed unless using extremely powerful weapons, it also has over 5,000 blocks. Although the first version has many more blocks than 5,000, players can also fight using the weapons provided, and there is a leaderboard in the corner. There are also several minor buildings in the area, including a house, a ruined tower, and an arch. However, they do not contain anything of value. Version 2.0 was made here on March 11, 2008. Roblox Discord server. Yes, Roblox has a separate Discord server. In real life, Bloxy Cola. Bloxy Cola is an accessory released on the marketplace by Roblox on May 5, 2009, and can be purchased for 50 Robux as of November 26, 2024. It has been added to favorites 167,307 times. It is a faded orange soda can with the words Bloxy and an image of an old Builderman avatar advertising the drink. The back of the can also shows a barcode and a section with nutritional information. The drink is a parody version of the real-life brand Coca-Cola, although you may have seen it in random videos. For example, a parody of the video with strawberries in chocolate. Headless Horseman became free incident. Answer provided by Roblox on November 15, 2023. The bundle was put up for sale for free under unknown circumstances. It was free for approximately 25 minutes. It was then promptly revoked at 8 p.m. Pacific Time PST, removing the free Headless Horseman from people's inventory and avatars. Watermelon Go. Watermelon Go was inspired by the Suika game. Five Nights at Freddy's Survival Crew. Five Nights at Freddy's Survival Crew is an upcoming survival experience for Roblox created by Metaverse Team Frights. The game is currently undergoing a full rebuild. The beta was released on Roblox on December 20, 2023, without prior announcement. Shortly after its reveal, Striker Entertainment confirmed its authenticity as an official Five Nights at Freddy's game. 2 hours later, Metaverse Team Frights made the game private with an announcement on the official Discord shortly after, stating that it would be temporarily unavailable for a few weeks to plan the next beta and come back even better for round 2. This announcement was followed by a comment on Reddit by Scott Cowden, where he said that the game was in early development with temporary and unfinished assets. He added that the game was released accidentally due to a misunderstanding on his part when approving a skin. Cowden concluded the post by saying that he would fix the game in 2024, a few hours after Cowden's post. Another developer on the official Discord stated that Cowden had instructed them to abandon the project and start development completely from scratch with new assets, gameplay, and everything else. The project and Team Frights have remained silent since then. So this part is going to the end. Don't forget about like, subscribe, and bell for next part. Bye and see ya!